What is going on, guys? It is your boy, TKD, wanted to hear back on PlayStation Source, and this is, of course, the PlayStation 5 Showcase. With me, of course, my luxurious co-host of Road to PS5, the Arachnite. How are you doing, good sir? Good sir? Good sir.
Good shirt.
Good shirt.
Good shirt. Thank you. I'm wearing a Mandalorian shirt.
Hey.
Ooh. You love to see it. And on the top, well, I guess on the stream under me, right below me, of course, Christian Buckley. How are you doing, good sir?
I'm doing pretty good, Kevin. Stream pull up, got hit with an ad.
Featuring an advertisement. And right below that, why do I want to call you the anointed one? Not annoying, anointed. I'm not sure where I got that from, but the Apex legend himself, Jack. How you doing, good sir?
There it is. Dude, I'm so nervous just because of this conference coming up. Oof. And the Twitch PlayStation music is not helping.
Y'all.
My nerves are at an all-time high.
Right now, it's kind of peaceful.
Definitely a little bit peaceful. I do see the chat being unpeaceful, though. I see the chat bumping. What's going on, guys? How we doing? Links below in the description if you're new to this channel. Of course, PlayStation Source, where you keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Down below, you can find links to our Discord, our Twitter, as well as an Anchor link. That way you can listen to Road to PS5, our weekly PS5 podcast dedicated to any and all things PS5 as we lead up to release, as well as other Road 2 series dedicated to your favorite PlayStation IP. Gentlemen, at least Jack and Christian and I did a very in-depth prediction, I guess bets episode.
Wagers.
Wild wagers. Thank you. There you go. Wagers. You know what I'm saying? Wagers. We did that. We have a lot of spicy ones here. I'm excited. We have a stay tuned now on the bottom. We're 5 minutes out. Arachnite. We haven't heard a lot from your thoughts going into this good old PS5 showcase. You know what I'm saying? Do you have anything you would like to bring to the table?
I feel like we might see some Crash stuff for Crash 4 coming out in a few weeks. Hopefully we get a God of War 2 deal going on. I swear to God, like, you can hold me to this.
Okay.
If we get, it's like, oh yeah, Infamous 1 and 2 and Second Son are coming to PS5, I'll throw my VR headset. I'll chuck it.
Chuck it. Oh man.
I'll scream. I've been itching to play Infamous so bad.
I'm less sold on the Crash 4 prospect just because that is imminent and that's not really PS5 related. But
Well, is this just like a PS5 centered event? Like,
I mean, they're calling it the PS5 showcase. So I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Mind.
Like, so who knows? But I do, of course, love the Infamous thing. I don't know though. I feel like Infamous remaster of like anything would be like a Crash Bandicoot trilogy in the PS5 era, if that makes sense. Like that's what it'd be like a few years down the line.
I just want it.
As do I.
Like, Christian brought back Prince of Persia himself.
That is very true.
Like a one-man army. Like, I'm trying to replicate that energy here.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Christian got that Vincent Valentine vibe with that red head, man. I see you, King. I see you.
No, listen to me. Arachnite's correct. I was able to single-handedly bring back the Prince of Persia. Next up on the list is Solid Snake and Metal Gear. So that's what this is for. Infinite ammo. That's what we're doing tonight.
Okay, I see.
Dude, rip Splinter Cell. Like, Sam Fisher can't get a break, can he?
Hey, he just got a VR game.
Yeah. Wow,
it's not what we want.
Yeah, man.
That's what triggered the Prince of Persia comeback. They got that VR escape room, and now we have Sands of Time remake. So maybe.
Maybe.
Give it a few months.
People are saying the lip sync for me is out of sync. Ooh, I can see that actually. Interesting. You know, I'm gonna try and fix that. We're gonna roll with it. While I'm rolling with that, trying to fix that here behind the scenes. Jack and Christian, do you have any last things that you thought of in your slumber after we ended our wager?
Mm-hmm.
What do you got?
I truly think the focus of this is centered around the launch of PlayStation 5. I don't think we're going to get a lot of stuff that is in the too distant future. I feel like between launch and 6 months is like a good bet. Like, if they announce anything, I feel like it'll be mostly that. I think we're going to see gameplay from like Spider-Man, obviously, and stuff that's going to be around the launch window. And I said on last night's stream that if we get anything that's like way out in the distance, it would be Metal Gear, because that could be something that they could be like, look, we have this. You're gonna get it when you get it, but it's Metal Gear and it's back. I think that's the one thing that could do that. We are also a minute away.
We are.
Yeah,
Two things.
Oh, you go.
Okay. One, I think Ape Escape is here, because that was rumored forever. But two, I think they're gonna frame this through the PS5 UI. So it's gonna be like this countdown, whatever happens, fades into the startup of the UI, and then it's like they pan over to like Spider-Man Miles Morales as an icon on the thing. They boot it up, showcase how fast it is, do the demo of the game, exit it, pop over to the next one, instant start up the new game. I think we might do
That's
that.
dope.
I like that idea.
That would be super clean.
I like that idea.
You know,
I'm
Two
not.
birds, you know.
I like that. I like that a lot. I like that. And to save time, 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if my camera's fixed, but guys, we're just gonna ignore that because we're a minute out. I try to alleviate the issue, but if not, it's all good. It's a wrap.
Now officially 4.
We have 50 seconds at this point.
I'm at 7,
to see
8. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna start bumping the volume a little bit, gentlemen. Oh snap! This is it,
Dude,
y'all.
I think they're gonna start after 4. We have that 1 minute grace period.
We do. Oh man, Jack, are we gonna lose our first bets right here, Jack? We might just lose it. We might just lose the first bets.
We have 30 seconds
30 seconds.
to nail this.
The music is bumping though. Wait.
I know.
Here we go. Start. Oh.
bumping.
Come on, let's go. Let's
All
go.
right, we got it.
We got him,
Wait,
Jack. You
okay,
fucking
okay.
did it.
Yeah, you guys got it.
Oh shit, y'all. Let's
Just
go.
barely. Just barely.
Content not suitable. That's Kratos ripping people in half.
Here's that sizzle rip, baby. Let's get it.
Check out for cigars. It's like Cooper
Forbidden
Still.
West.
Planet seems somehow different.
Where are we?
You see things others can't.
This is the power that flows through this land. Yet, you do not fully understand.
This looks like they're setting this up as like a sequel to their June event.
But whatever comes, I will be ready.
Or maybe like a recap, honestly, because like during the first PS5 edition, they did semi-similar.
Couldn't tell if Sackboy was frowning on the replay.
Oh, there it is, baby. Let's get it.
I'm so excited for Forbidden West. I think that'll be so good.
Okay, interesting. All right.
Wait.
They've showed PS5 gameplay before though, and they've said that. Interesting. The
But
Demon Souls.
Is it Bloodborne?
Is it Demon Souls? Is Final Fantasy?
Oh.
You all know the
That
target.
looks like a Final Fantasy.
She
14
Yeah, that looks
character.
That looks very Final Fantasy.
and only
Wait.
the dominant. How do we even know the girl will be among us?
Our
Alright,
kind
that's
do
not
not
Final
question orders, we follow them.
There's a Chocobo. Let's go. Let's go. Final Fantasy 16.
Wait. That,
Wait,
Chocobo.
this could be
Is that
14.
16?
This could be 14.
Summon their icon.
I heard the people talking about 16.
I think it's a bloody mountain.
Oof.
Our foe will not relinquish their mother crystal easily.
Poppy.
This will be a bitter fight.
You should not be out of doors.
Listening for those
We have
chocobos.
discussed this. Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him.
I call that a Q.
Yeah, it might be.
Okay, this is definitely not 14. Yeah, that is Final Fantasy 16, guys.
Nice.
Pledge your swords to our cause.
Damn.
You see now with the
Yeah.
now with the context of playing 7, this is really hype.
Yeah,
I'm
before
getting
like
some
a
serious
year.
Witcher vibes.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, hardcore. Like a year ago, I would have been like, yeah, okay, cool, Final Fantasy. But then like after 7, I think I'm super interested.
You hear the music, the theme?
I do hear that.
Imperial Vipers.
Combat looks so good too.
Do they
Yeah.
really mean to invade us?
I would have never guessed this was a Final Fantasy game. Like if you just showed the combat.
Oh shit! Damn, it's like that.
It's the Archduke's son.
It kind of looks like Devil May Cry a little bit, like the gameplay.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like if you told me Black was working on this, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Second life on a fire.
It's the beast.
The Burning Man from Metal Gear 5.
It's awesome they're going back to like fantasy too, because they've been gone from that for so long.
The
That was
legacy
so cool.
of crystals. Has shaped our history. For long enough.
Oh, that music. Let's go.
I'll kill you. If it's the last thing I do.
Nice, dude. Nice. Oh shit. Let's fucking go. Nice.
That's really good. That's good art.
That's
Also
fire.
available on PC. Let's go.
Is that typically a thing that happens, or is that pretty
What?
new? Like for PC to also get it as PlayStation.
That's
For Final Fantasy, I don't, or for any PlayStation game, that usually never happens.
I know. I know 15 had like a Windows edition, but I don't know if it came out at the same time. That was
Like
hype.
Horizon was big for coming out on PC like a few years after, you know?
Mhm.
That was pretty new.
That's a full exclusive too. That's not timed like 7 Remake is.
True. Okay, so everything from here on out is on a PlayStation 5 system. Let's go!
It's too cold to change out here.
Yo!
Dang, I'm late for Mom's rally.
How many people does he punch?
A Puerto Rican flag, let's get it.
Subway card. Check. You got the house key?
Yeah, I got it.
Come on!
That was
We're gonna be
Ned.
late!
Or not, Gank.
Look at them Tims yelling the PS5, looking fire. Looking fuego, bro.
Are you still wearing your suit?
Yeah, you know, just in case.
It's gonna be fine.
It's not going to be fine.
See, this is
I like
my
the
favorite
Spider-Man
part of
mural
living
in the
Harlem.
background.
Pop-up street fair, best food in the city, awesome music.
Hey, doing a little bachata. Okay, I see that. Let's go. I see that.
I should get back into mixing. Yeah, it's been a while.
Miles making music.
You gonna vote for her?
It's still hard to think of Mom as a politician. She's been a teacher my whole life.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, is she going for mayor after the whole Osborne thing?
Yeah.
I wonder if she's running against him. Cause
Oh, Roxanne. I see that. I see
Hi,
that.
I'm Brian Porton, creative director at Insomniac.
Don't just give me this.
We're excited to show
Give
you
me
this
more.
first look at gameplay
Okay, good,
in Marvel
okay.
Spider-Man Miles Morales. Our story picks up 1 year after the events of the first game, and we find Miles' new home, Harlem, is in danger. Trouble brews while Miles' mom, Rio Morales, leads an election rally. A war between the devious
I feel like that's kind of
corporation
awkward to
Roxxon and
have
the
this talking
underground.
head like in
A
the middle
high-tech
of the
criminal army
gameplay
led
demo.
by the Tinkerer starts to break out. In this gameplay sequence, captured on
Tinkerer.
PlayStation 5 hardware, the underground attacks
Roxxon
Roxxon,
makes sense for a
sending the
spin-off
rally into
game.
chaos.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that Roxanne is a Miles thing,
Where the
definitely.
underground tries to steal Roxxon's experimental energy source.
Let me see
Move
that.
forward.
Oh, come
Let's
on.
take a look.
Let's not shoot each other, all right?
Let's punch because we need to win this bet.
But not too much.
Yeah, precisely.
Well, Kevin, you'd win if they punch. If he punches a ton.
We're after the new form. Ignore everything else.
Is she the Tinkerer?
Yes.
Get rid of him. Then grab as much as you can carry.
Not a punch.
Oh, we're going animated series. Yeah, we're just gonna web everybody.
Keep him busy.
Oh.
There it is.
Let's go, lay the punches, baby. Let's
I
get
like
it.
that UI.
Oh my god! Yo, this looks fire. This looks really nice.
I lost count.
I got 5 so far.
I like the music too.
It's hard to tell which enemies are the same as which are new ones, you know?
Trust me, I'm gonna rewatch the conference like 6 times trying to get all these bets written down, so.
Oh yeah, definitely.
People are trapped over there. I have to push past these guys.
I'm at like 6 or 7 right now.
So his camo's on a meter. I wonder if that's like the green meter from PS4.
Oh yeah, the Venom Blast too. That's cool. It's like Arkham Origins, like the shock gauntlets.
No.
It's funny you say Arkham Origins, because that just because of
The
timing
bridge,
of this,
right?
I'm getting some, and the bridge as well. I'm getting some
Yeah.
serious from this.
That's what I thought too. Yeah, honestly. Oh, they're being Christmas too, right? And when they're yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I see that. I
Yep,
see
yep.
that.
That's what's really doing it for me.
Imagine like I don't know, just like Miles being such a big fan of Spider-Man and then being Spider-Man. Like, God,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good.
Everybody get out. Don't worry, I got you.
Thank you.
Man. Those people, they're
Shout out to Spider-Man 1.
children. I've got an idea.
Make your choice, Spider-Man.
You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
Joey Diaz,
That's
shout out.
That's such a good scene. I want like, you guys ever play like Spider-Man 3 on the like PS3 or Xbox or PC?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you know how you get slingshot from like the Daily Bugle? Yeah. Hold on. This has gotta be a Homecoming thing. Like hold the print together like that. Yeah, no, but like I wanna like to be able to slingshot through New York. I always thought that was cool.
That
Oh,
looked
that's so
great.
cool. That was so cool.
That
I
looked
have, like,
great.
goosebumps. Yo, that was so cool.
Damn, still no date. Okay. Shoot.
Oh yeah.
Still no date. Okay, alright.
It'll probably be at the end.
I think Christian might have had that one with the punches.
Yeah, he cooled off pretty quickly.
It's either you or me, but I think it's probably closer to you.
This is
No
teasing
date is
something.
interesting.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the date
I bet.
is launch
Yeah, I think that's
to just play, you know, just to be silver lining, I guess. But
Yeah,
the press release after. I bet will, if it is launch day, it will. Say,
what?
like, Spider-Man.
Wait. Oh!
Oh no.
Oh, it's this. Oh, okay.
Holy shit.
Oh shit!
I saw Warner Brothers immediately thought of Gotham Knights.
Okay.
Wait, please be the RPG. Please be the RPG.
It has to be the RPG.
Because there's some bullshit mobile games out there.
Yeah.
Now it is time to add your
I really hope so. The art style right now is not. Oh, it is. I think it is.
And quite possibly
I need to watch Harry
shape
Potter.
the future of the wizarding world.
I've been very conflicted this year as a Harry Potter fan.
Every corridor,
Dude, Shakira wrote it. We all know
every
this.
portrait, every stone in this castle tells the story.
Oh, fuck, dude. This is really
the
hype.
wizards
Yeah.
who came before. Here you will meet lifelong friends and grow into your own magical abilities in the classrooms of the world's
Shout out Hufflepuffs.
most talented professors. And while your journey begins at Hogwarts, brewing potions, taming fantastic beasts, and mastering spells, there is a larger world beyond these walls. A world filled with dangers you can't yet imagine.
Holy shit,
An
dude.
ancient
Hold up.
knowledge long gone from
Hippogriffs?
this world.
I'm excited for you guys, man.
I'm
I'm really excited for you
excited
guys.
for
May be the key.
I'm freaking out right now. I did not anticipate this.
If this is launched, they have
Your
me.
potential
Holy
is
shit, dude.
limitless.
Launch would be ambitious.
I mean, this leaked like 2 years ago.
Yeah, this was 2018. A whole trailer leaked. Remember that shit?
Oh.
The journey
It's gotta be
ahead
close, right? It's gotta be
will reveal what you
Yeah,
see.
I would say so.
The choices you make
Cody.
now
Cody. Cody.
the legacy of Hogwarts.
Oh,
Hogwarts Legacy.
2021.
Alright, that's fine.
okay, cool.
That's fine.
Nice, dude. Oh, that's so cool.
Wow.
That looked
Hell
really
yeah.
good.
I'm excited
not
for y'all.
anticipate
I'm really
that.
excited for you guys. Fuck yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna re-listen to those books soon. Got them Jim Dale audiobooks.
Hi everyone,
Wow.
I'm Dan Von Drake, creative director at Raven.
Oh, I mean,
One
hey,
of our goals as developers
I don't
is to bring the game
necessarily
world to life unlike anything you've ever experienced.
want
and the
this here,
PlayStation
but
5 is
I'll
making
watch
that
it.
happen.
Like, I'm
With
interested.
the power of the new console, we've been able to significantly enhance the overall experience. From what you see in the world, to how it feels in your hands, to what you hear around you. In Black Ops Cold War, you will be transported to the year 1981. In the middle of one of the most
I think if a
dangerous
cigar
times
is
the world
smoked,
has
it'll
ever
be
known. The
Oh,
height
fuck,
of
it's
the
here.
Cold War.
Yes. It's gonna save me.
The
Yes,
following
let's
is
go.
a portion of the first
Didn't they do
campaign
that in the
mission
trailer?
where you've been given the name of a high-value target linked to the Iran hostage
possibly.
crisis. But in true Black
So
Ops
far, I haven't
style,
seen anything.
nothing is as it seems. Take a look.
Dude, I wonder if we'll be able to commit like a war crime.
Kasim is out of the picture. How
Put
long?
crack
Under
in black
Reagan, I'm sure you
neighborhoods.
could.
The team arrived in Turkey a few hours ago. They should be in position shortly.
Welcome to the Politics Podcast.
I've been loving the memes that have been coming out from after the Cold War release. It's like, you know, like press square to like smuggle crack in neighborhoods.
Airfield's
Yeah.
just up ahead.
My boy,
Go
Frank.
find this shithead.
My boy, let's go. I
Dude,
can't
miss
wait
the
to
old voice actor.
I can't wait to replay Black Ops, man. I swear, I can't wait.
That campaign is
Oh my,
excellent.
it's goated.
Yeah.
Man, I love Call of Duty campaigns.
Specifically, I love a Black Ops campaign. God damn.
Christian was not so sold on that statement.
Yeah, no. 1 and
That
2.
first one.
Wait. Was that switched to binoculars? That S wasn't capitalized?
I don't know.
I didn't
I
catch
don't know where
that.
it came from.
Unplayable.
A rush might be in the truck.
Black Ops 1 and 2's campaign were pretty good in my opinion, but 3 and 4, yeah.
This game's just been a roller coaster for me. Like, I should care.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to be like.
Fuck! We just diced everyone in a truck. That's gotta be a rush.
Hold fire. We need a positive.
Ah, that ain't Woods. Sorry.
That's what I'm saying, yo. But it's alright.
Sure.
No.
See, look at that. It's not even capitalized. What is that?
It's a choice. RE4 does that.
Yeah.
All the millennials these days turning off auto caps on their iPhone. Whoa, Sniper Elite.
Oh. Body shield.
God damn, was that necessary?
Oh my god.
How's the chat feel about this?
Sorry, let me check it out.
I mean, this is definitely a Call of Duty set piece. Like, this is just how it goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
The first thing I saw was somebody say War Crime Sim and Far Cry.
Ooh. I don't think I've seen the R60 yet. In this game, at least. It looks like RC. Okay, yeah. It looks as
You
you'd,
tell me that it's faster than a car?
as you'd imagine.
It's faster than a plane.
I have the RCXD from the Black Ops.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Yo.
It's just like Toy Story.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is Toy Story fucking shit, bro. Let's go.
Okay, that's a shout out.
Yeah, this does feel like something out of Far Cry.
Yeah, like Kevin, you said this is definitely a concept piece. I was like, Fast and Furious set piece. I've seen this.
Yeah, this is a long run.
Also Fast and Furious, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is the end of Fast 6.
It's like, yeah, it do be a long runway. Yeah, that looked okay.
I think, okay, here's my prediction. Everything that's saying holiday is
that
launch.
sneak peek at the campaign for Black Ops Cold War.
Well,
there are many more twists and
I don't know
turns
about Call
along
of
the
Duty,
way as
though,
you
'cause
begin to
that's third
unravel
party.
the truth, and we can't wait for you to play it
I
soon.
think it would launch on
In
set
addition to the
PS5.
story campaign,
Yeah,
Cold
no.
War features the next generation of
I definitely
multiplayer
agree.
online
Like,
combat.
Holiday 2020
and
is
all
when the
new
PS5
awesome
is
zombies
supposed
experience.
to release within
Today,
that
I have the
timeframe.
special honor to announce on
I
behalf
mean,
of
I'm
my
saying-
friends at
I'm saying
Treyarch
launch
Hold on,
day.
hold on,
that
hold on,
the
hold on.
PlayStation community doesn't have to wait to play multiplayer. Starting this Friday, PlayStation players will be able to play the multiplayer.
Oh shit!
PlayStation
Yo,
5.
wait, I'm hype as
And for
fuck.
those of you
Wait,
that are watching
that's
at home on
fire.
your PS4, you can preload
That's
the
cool.
experience starting tomorrow.
Oh, I'm
We
fucking
can't wait
hyped
to
for
see you
that.
online
Oh,
Friday
that's a
and
great
through the
thing.
weekend. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh, I'm excited for that.
That dunk on everybody, including me.
I'm
Owen
excited.
said COD is mid.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
What is this?
Over halfway
This is
right now.
this is the tease for the price reveal.
Like, I just
They did this
I
last
just don't know
piece.
why
of
you
it.
wouldn't have led with the date if you're gonna make a big twist about it at the end. Like,
They did it last stream with the
Yeah, I
design
think
of
that
it.
they're saving it to
They did the same thing.
Wait, what is this?
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
Resident
Yeah.
Evil. Yeah.
Come on, move!
Oh wait.
Wait.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah, no,
Owen,
Resident Evil.
Owen, get
Yeah.
hype. Owen, get
Yeah,
hype.
Owen's gonna get hyped.
Take him away.
I just beat 6 this morning, so we're
sorry.
there.
Oh
sorry.
man, you
I did a
you
co-op.
right
I had
there.
some fun with it.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. Co-op is fine, but like, I played through 6 my first time alone, and it was miserable.
In life and in death, we give glory. The bell tolls for us all. They're coming
This is an instant cop.
again.
Oh yeah.
Mia.
Quit being so paranoid. Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence. The bushes empty, Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free of Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees. Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over vine, under branch, and into the forest deep.
Mother Miranda.
It's just a local tale.
Thoughts?
Hype.
Very, very excited. In day one.
Let's fucking go.
Let's
fuck cigar, dude.
Let's fucking go. That is definitely a cigar. That's 100% cigar.
Yeah.
Now, Christian, you're reacting. Who is that? What is that? What's up?
I was trying to make some connections, but I have some breaking news.
Oh shit. Okay, what we got?
Spider-Man Miles Morales is coming to PS4.
What?
Mario 64.
Catch me not getting it on PS5.
You're dead ass?
Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales is $50. Ultimate Edition is $70. Includes digital code for Spider-Man Remastered. Miles
I called the
Morales
50.
also coming to PS4.
You
I did not.
PS5 unless there's some other bullet.
You gotta
Did
learn
not
how it
anticipate that. Fuck.
All right.
Grief is a puzzle.
That was a bad call
each
for the, if they
visionary
wanted me to buy a console if they want.
Yeah,
Is this
not
Deathloop?
now, unless there's something crazy.
Yeah, if there's nothing crazy, I don't think I'll get it at once.
I've done so
See you
many
in March.
loops, I've learned to run circles around him.
This is Deathloop.
This isn't launched anymore, right?
No,
Or
no, it's not.
Didn't this get delayed?
It got pushed to next year. Yeah.
Yeah. This game looks awesome.
It does look dope.
That's
I love
Teleport
this.
reminds me a lot of Deathloop. Is this made by Arcane?
Yep.
Yeah.
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 So now, guys, I'm wondering
I've
now.
tried
if it's
taking my targets out one
and
by
it's doing a dual
one,
release
more
if
than
it's
I
not
can
launched.
remember. But there is never enough time.
Possible.
I go after one.
I mean, the
another
game will sell
lives,
more on
because
PS4.
right now,
Yeah,
half an
definitely.
island away, a different visionary
Which is
is
kind of
throwing his
weird.
nightly cannibal masquerade. Alexis Dorsey.
Everybody shut up! This is my jam.
Igor is a big fan, yet somehow he never.
Did they
makes
announce
it to
anything
the
about a free
party.
upgrade?
Something keeps him home.
I did not see
Cole,
anything.
you there, buddy?
Here's the invite to the
So
party.
$50 is the new
And
$40.
here's why Igor blew it off. He made some
Nice.
kind of scientific breakthrough that morning
I did it! I did it! It works!
that he makes every morning, unless I get there first.
If you buy it on PS4, you get it on PS5 though for free.
Oh, perfect. Dude, what a great move. Not to sell consoles, but
No experiment, no breakthrough, no reason for Igor not to drink his disappointment with Alexis. Now
That's
I got
wild,
a shot
actually,
at killing
now that I
them
keep thinking
both
about
at
that.
the same
And
time.
it sounds like standard
the
Spider-Man's a
same loop.
full-blown remaster. It shows their next-gen gear model.
because everyone kept saying that Spider-Man was the PS5 system seller. And
I'm surprised.
yeah, that's honest. That's
Very
an interesting
surprising.
move. But granted, like Xbox doesn't really have
Anything either. So I mean, yeah.
So I guess they're both kind of
Not
launching
even-
with subpar performance.
Yeah.
So
The PS4 did the same. The PS4 and Xbox One did the same thing.
yeah, so launch lineups usually aren't the best anyways.
I just hope it doesn't take like 3
8 targets
years
on
to
my
pick up
list.
Steam like the
Every
PS4
one of
did.
them with grand plans.
Yeah, it usually
for
takes a couple
eternal
years.
life.
I mean,
To break
Ratchet
the
should
loop,
be that killer app.
I gotta
'cause that
break the
is
rules.
using SSD
Clock's
in game
ticking.
design, so that can't be on PS4.
Yeah, there's
And you
Ratchet
just
and
ran out of
Horizon
time.
in
You keep
2021, so at
forgetting
least
Colt. I'm
there's
not like those other
that's what forward
idiots.
to.
Only got one name on my list.
Ratchet. They just said launch window. They didn't put a year on it.
I mean, launch window
That's-
is less than a year, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, no,
I would
listen,
imagine that's.
I'm
February.
just explicitly saying what has been said.
That's-
no,
that's
yeah,
a-
okay.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
That's it.
I see, like, Sony's really doing a lot with PC, it seems. Like, I don't think I'm gonna buy Deathloop or FF16 on PS5. I'll just buy it on PC.
Sure.
Especially with the 300 or the 3000 series coming out soon.
10 minutes left.
Oof.
Come on, Snake.
The pace of this is great.
Is this?
Oh, that last game they showed.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was called.
Would
but
our
yeah.
fates be different? Would I have your life?
What else was this game?
And you mine?
Oh, wait, is this
demon?
Oh shit! No, wait, never mind. It's not even. Never mind.
Is that remastered?
Yeah, damn it. I wish it was DMC6, but okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
We just got DMC5 last year.
Like special edition for 4 adding characters and stuff.
Yeah.
Good music.
Oh yeah, DMC though.
DMC5 was dope, bro.
Yeah, DMC5 is so dope.
I tried 1 and I didn't like it. Maybe I'll just stick to 5.
Go to 3.
3? Okay. I mean, I have the trilogy, so maybe I'll just start it now.
One was originally built as an RE game, which is why it plays so weird. Yeah. So, and 2 is awful, so everybody recommends to skip 2.
There's one on Plus that I have downloaded. I think maybe on PS3.
Yeah, 3, 4, and 5 are the way to go. There is some stuff in 1 that you should know, but you can watch that. Okay.
I thought I would love Devil May Cry with that first one.
Yeah, the first one's harder because it's the combat and the camera don't really work well together. Add launch, let's go.
Okay, now they're saying launch. Okay.
Yeah, man. I don't know about holiday.
Motherfucker, bro.
But like, it's like a matter of a month, 2 months. So like.
Christian's not offended.
Alright. Alright.
Yeah.
Fugitive morons burned down their own hideout?
I hear you though, Christian, because they're setting it up to be something really exciting, and it's gonna be $400 or $500, and everyone's just gonna be like, "That's what we all expected."
Yep, it's gonna be Demon Souls. I bet is the only launch game for launch. If I had to put a bet on it.
Hi, I'm Lorne Lanning,
If
creative
it says
director of
also
Oddworld
available
Soulstorm.
on PC,
We're
it's a
excited to
wrap.
bring you an all-new exclusive trailer from the game. Here, our unlikely hero, Abe, finds himself fresh off the back of freeing his people from the nefarious Rupture Farms. He thinks the journey is over, but soon discovers it has only just begun. The stakes are higher, the threats are larger, the obstacles are more devious, and it's all made possible by the power of PlayStation 5. Enjoy.
Christian, I feel like you're winning the bet so far.
I have not been keeping track anymore than I think I am too.
I think you are. There was a cigar smoked. It's debatable if Sackboy frowned.
Sackboy was in the beginning thing.
Yeah, he was. I couldn't tell if he was frowning.
No, I think he was running.
We are not letting that ape guy get away from us.
Spider-Man.
again.
Get the Sherman direct vibes from this guy. For the Rapid fans.
I'm only familiar with the 2016 actually.
Direct was in that one.
All the way back in 2016.
Wait here.
Yeah.
Why the hold up? I could go for a sandwich right now. We gotta get out of here. Come on, let's get out of here. My tummy's growling. I'm hungry.
Yeah, that's not my kind of game, but I'm happy for everybody excited.
Yeah, I, as a platformer guy, I tried that first one. It was like 7 minutes.
It's going by fast.
Yeah.
Pretty good for 5 minute Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That was
All right.
not 5 minutes.
All right.
Gregory,
True.
your friends are worried about you. They're here with me. Please come out. Gregory, I may have lost my temper earlier, but it was just a glitch. It won't happen again.
This isn't Silent Hill, right?
It's been such a difficult
Seems too
day
techy.
for all of us.
No, it's definitely not sound.
Why don't you come out and we can play a game together?
Was this that game that people were like, "Hey, they stole our work"?
It's
fine.
fine.
Oh, mother.
Oh, okay.
Fucker.
Guys.
Gregory,
I'm gonna
be
be
still.
fucking lucid.
I think she's found us.
I'm asleep.
Fuck, y'all hear something?
Guys, we're on a path for 600 right now.
If it's 600, catch me not buying it for a long time.
That's like it's a very real possibility that they could totally do that. I don't think they will, but like, I wouldn't be very surprised.
5 more minutes. I think we get Demon Souls and Price.
Is there a world where we don't even get Price right now, and we get it in like a press release after?
There is an Earth.
Yeah. All right, Demon Souls.
Strength be granted so the world might be mended. Soul of the lost withdrawn from its
Blueprint's been on top of the remaster game.
Yeah.
Let strength be
Killing it.
granted so the world might be mended.
Looks great too.
Oh yeah.
So the world might be mended.
Kev, are you gonna do the stream series?
For Demon?
That's
funny.
It's the only exclusive one anymore. And then this. Dude, just do Bloodborne. I'll help you.
Yeah, Bloodborne's so good.
What's that platinum like, Christian?
I almost have it. So
Might
it's
actually
not,
go
it's
for
not
So
too bad.
good.
This looks
I played like
fantastic.
2 hours of it now. It's too hard. This does look awesome.
This looks amazing.
Yeah, this is so good.
I can imagine ray tracing helps with this game. Like, look at the lighting. Yeah.
Oh, I like how quick that switch was from one-handed to two-handed.
It looks a lot faster than old Demon Souls also. That was so fast.
Yeah, no, that was instantaneous.
Is that usually like a big loading screen?
Yeah.
It's like a judder. I like those messages on the ground. Those are player messages.
Yeah.
God, just imagine what Elden Ring is gonna look like if this looks like this.
Oh yeah.
Bloodborne.
Let me see those parries.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah! Holy shit.
Now, was Demon Souls as like beloved as Dark Souls?
Yes, but nobody understood it when it came out.
I see.
You're like, this is hard.
Yeah, and then the Dark Souls games came out in Bloodborne, and then now everything's the Dark Souls of something.
Yeah. So like this, if this came out like 3 years later, probably we'd have Demon Souls 1, 2, 3. I think.
Yeah. Dude, these games are hard for me. I'll say it.
They're
hard
Dude,
for
you
everybody.
love Fallen Order though. They're so good.
I know, yeah, but Fallen Order is like baby.
It's the
Demon Souls.
bones of it though. It's like
Yeah.
Well, what do you play Fallen Order on?
PS4 base, unfortunately.
No. I mean like difficulty.
Oh, just the normal difficulty. Yeah.
Grandmaster had kind of felt like it at times. Kind of. Grandmaster's tough.
Oh yeah, I bet that is very difficult. I have more interest in playing a game like this though after.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely recommend it.
And it's like classic game design. Where
Yeah.
you, like learn from a boss.
Yep. Bloodborne's one of my favorite games of all time now.
I thought it was just gonna be like a death thrill, and if you died, you died.
I feel like this and Ratchet, I'm like, wow, this is next generation.
Yeah, definitely. The lighting is so good.
Oh yeah. I haven't gotten that impression from like any of the games.
Spider-Man looks pretty good, like on the first scene, but that looks like a pre-rendered, like FMV.
Yeah. If someone told me that was really good PlayStation 4 footage,
yeah, it looked like it could have been, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on.
Got 1 minute left.
Yep. It's gonna be price.
Announced time, so they could go over.
$4.99, baby. Let me see it.
That looks so good. Demon Souls.
Yeah, no, that's instant. I didn't see a PC, so maybe.
Is that Fortnite?
Yeah.
That was the Fortnite Battle Bus, dude.
It is.
Oh, yo, here's something.
Wait, what if it's Fortnite with PlayStation All-Stars? Wouldn't that be cool? Imagine running around as Nathan Drake, Crash Bandicoot, Ratchet and Clank.
I don't want to be Crash Bandicoot shooting a rocket launcher at somebody.
I wouldn't say no.
Oh, alright, maybe. Yeah, but...
Or
yeah.
like Cooper.
Okay,
of course
so
it's
yeah,
going
no
to
date
PlayStation.
on Demon Souls, guys. Yeah. Sparse launch.
Yeah, it is weird scavenging.
Oh,
I can't believe...
Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Let's see what it is.
Wait.
My wild wager. Hold up.
What's the new bet?
It's... Don't even...
Can you kill something that big?
Backwards compatibility. PS4 Pro.
Backwards compatibility behind a paywall kind of sucks, but hey.
Is this just like a library? Like Game Pass?
It's a library, I hope. It's a fucking
All
library.
these games already.
That's what it's like. I don't know some of these.
My name is Marcus.
My name is Kara.
My name is Connor.
I don't know how this would be different than like just carrying over the Plus games you already played.
Yeah.
Well, they could be adding in the future. This might just be the base. These are like the greatest hits of PlayStation, though, kind of.
That Arkham Knight shot is still so good.
Yeah, that trailer's amazing.
Last
One of the top 10 trailers of the generation.
That's very true.
It's really cool.
I think I wrote that one up.
After all we've been through.
It's time.
Ooh.
Might be some fun, guys.
It does seem like this is a library. The more they keep going on with it. Like, hey, you have access to the PlayStation collection.
Yeah, like, cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh. With PS Plus.
Cool. Yeah.
So it's the
Alright,
it's
so-
a game collection essentially. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. You just have access.
Sadly, not what Kevin wanted.
Mm.
But it's still cool.
That might not be cool for us because we played probably most of those, but for the average Joe just jumping in with the PS5, being like, oh, I have like 15 of like 9 out of 10 games. It's pretty
Plus, all the people that missed those games that when they were free on Plus.
Yeah.
You know, like I know
Yep.
friends that didn't claim Bloodborne, so and they got it.
Yeah, there's like 5 or so of those games that I never played.
Imagine not playing Bloodborne.
All right.
Come on, give me that $4.99, baby. $4.99, it's gotta be.
$4.99 and $3.99.
I feel like
one more thing.
No, this is it.
It's $4.99.
Christian, $6.99, $6.99, $6.99.
If it's $5.99, I'm done. I'm gonna.
Or $5.99.
$6.99, Jeff. Careful, bro. Sorry.
Put the
right.
price, you cowards. There it is. $3.99. Let's go.
Yeah. There it is. Nobody
Oh
announced.
wait, there's a release.
Oh my god, my heart is fucking racing as fuck. So
That's
it's
before.
It is before Xbox. It's before.
So now you know.
Christian got it.
Thank you all for joining
Fuck.
us today and for being
God
part
damn
of this
it.
amazing journey.
You didn't get the Jim Ryan.
It's your passion as fans of gaming that drives
buying
us
the
to
digital
deliver a
edition.
truly new generation of experiences
I'm
on
going disc.
PS5.
I'm feeling this one
From
more thing,
everyone
guys.
at PlayStation, we
Jim
appreciate
Ryan
your
wants to
continued
introduce the big
support.
dog. God of
We
War.
look forward
God
to
of War.
you getting
God
your
of War.
hands on PS5 very soon. To close, let me leave you with one more quick look.
Please,
God of War.
please.
God
God
of
of War, guys. It's God of War.
War.
It's absolutely God of War.
Infamous 3, baby. It's
It's fucking God of War!
Yeah, it's God of War.
It's gotta work. It's gotta work.
I got a fucking ad. I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
I'm
gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself. No.
Wait.
No, that's God of War. Listen to
Kevin,
the
you're
music.
not missing anything.
I got an ad!
Yo, let's go.
I can't believe Kevin got an ad.
That's an L. That's an L.
Oh man.
Oh, that's so
Yeah, but I assume this is it though. Like, they're not actually gonna show it.
Oh, Ragnarok is coming.
Nice.
That's cool.
That is cool. Come on.
2021? Bullshit. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, right.
It might
That
be-
is
it might
not
be
coming
ending
out.
2020.
That is getting delayed. That is not
No,
2021.
That's like November, guys.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
like
a
that's
delay.
That is 3 years though.
Yeah, 3 years isn't bad.
So that's within reason.
Especially since the combat and like the
Yeah,
combat
they
in the
already have
world's
the
already built. Yeah.
Yeah, like when Corey did those rounds of interviews and all those things, he kept saying like, "Hey, the foundation's there now, so now we like it's gonna take less time."
Christian, I feel like you won that.
I want to know all those specs.
Dude.
I stopped in track,
I'm unstoppable. I'm fearless.
That was solid.
Harry Potter was the highlight.
I really enjoyed Miles Morales.
Demon Souls,
Yeah.
Harry Potter, of course, God of War.
Yeah,
obviously God of War, but that was.
Yeah, honestly, because like that's kind of just like, hey, God of War 2 is the thing.
That's Metroid Prime 4 again. Like, okay.
Except this one was coming out.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 3.
2021's like
official.
So what we just saw?
Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they probably just didn't want to like
Yeah, well, it was the end of the conference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Forbidden
Like that's
West.
why they didn't show Horizon like that much, you know, or like at all really, aside from this. You know, because like that's a year away, so like I think this was positioned as like the launch lineup essentially.
We didn't get dates on some of these things.
I know.
That's a good point.
Yeah, like why the fuck was Five Nights at Freddy's there?
Alright.
Solid.
Oh man. I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know.
Some people.
I don't want to be a downer, but I'm not buying a PS5 this year, and they didn't sell. I thought they had a lot of work to do to sell me on doing one for this year. They didn't do that today. Like, I'm gonna get one eventually. Cool games, God of War. I'll have one for God of War. I don't need one in the next 6 months.
I feel like I'll definitely like pick it up. If like I don't know if I were to ever pick it up, like it's not gonna be at launch. Like I was leaning towards launch, and then they lost me.
Yeah, the fact that they took Spider-Man off of the PS5 as exclusive is kind of wild. Like,
yeah, no.
I feel like Xbox is gonna have a great holiday.
Yeah,
Gotta be honest
honestly,
with you.
I know it's a PlayStation channel. I don't want to be that guy, but like, $300 for like maybe playing Cyberpunk in a better way.
Yeah.
If that's what I want to do this fall, I think I'd rather do that there for cheaper than $400 for a game I can play on my PS4 and like I don't know.
I think neither of them have impressive launch lineups, and it's going to come down to price, I think. And having a $300 console is super nice. So
I'd rather
yeah,
just wait and save the 300.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm gonna do. Like personally, I'm going to get a PS5. I'm not gonna get an Xbox One, or excuse me, an Xbox Series anytime soon. If I do, but like for like the general consumer to walk in and be like, "There's nothing great on either console," like. And Xbox is probably going to have more consoles because we've heard a lot of information about like how PlayStation's like distribution is difficult right now. They're having a lot of difficulties. So I really feel like Xbox is going to... What's that?
I thought they refuted that.
I don't know. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I read that they officially refuted that nothing's changed.
Yeah, they did come out and say that. They gave it to IGN yesterday.
Okay, then. I know that they have, they're using like 747s to like fly those out there, so that could be. But yeah, I agree with Christian. Like this didn't really sell me on buying a PlayStation this fall.
Yeah, like especially with the with how a lot of the games are coming out on PC anyway.
Sure.
Like I'm fortunate enough to be able to have a PC that I can say will comfortably run these games. So it's like, what's the point of me buying a console? When most of these games I could just play on my computer with more hard drive space, and it's faster and looks better and runs better.
Yeah, like yeah, I think Jack, what your point was about coming down to price is it. I think because like I don't think today they gave anybody a reason to not upgrade or to upgrade. I mean, because like this fall we get Ghost of Tsushima Legends. A multiplayer experience. We get Miles Morales and whatever third-party games you want on PS4. You know.
Yep.
And on the Xbox side, there's not really first-party stuff anywhere. You have access to a wider library, unlike what PS4 is doing with the Plus thing, which honestly I'm kind of disappointed with. I really thought Kevin was right about getting a really nice offering out the gate with Plus and PS Now, even if it was just both like bolstering Plus. So like, I don't know. I really think that last week Xbox came out swinging, and I don't know if PlayStation responded to that at all. And I feel like they may have needed to a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I think this is a 2021 purchase for me.
Same.
And like the fact that, so also worth noting, we didn't get any pre-order information. At least I didn't catch it.
No, we didn't.
So that's really strange, considering that Xbox already has theirs out there. I'm sure within like the day we will get that, but like weird that it wasn't here. And like for me personally, like I'm not in a position to even buy a console right now. And also like I don't want to have to rush and feel like I have to like go out of my way to like check the pre-orders, make sure I secure one. Like for what really? Like there's not much that's pushing me to even go through that hassle.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm good with having my PS4 maybe even for like another year, honestly.
Yeah.
When I bought the PS4 at launch when I was a youngin', like, and all it did was collect dust for the first like 3 years.
Yep.
And then Uncharted 4 came out, and then things started picking up. But for a long time, I hardly ever used the PS4. I didn't even have it plugged in because I used the power supply for my PS3 so I could play the games there. And then when games started finally coming out, like God of War and Uncharted 4 and all that, like then I started playing the PS4. So they had me and then they lost me, honestly. So I don't feel like if I'm gonna buy a PS5, it'll probably be the digital edition, and it'll be like a year after release. Like,
Same.
Because especially like the games that I'm looking forward to most, like that are coming out relatively soon, Like Forbidden West, I'm excited for. Village is going to be on PC, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I just looked it up. There is no Demon Souls PC game or PC port, so L. But I can wait to play Demon Souls. Like, I'm not gonna buy a console just to play one game and then have it sit there. Like, I've learned from my mistake with the Xbox One.
I think, especially ending with God of War, the best thing they did was they're like, hey, the stuff you thought was coming, it's coming. Have one by the time you want your big title. And for me, that big title is either Ratchet or God of War. Like, maybe for Ratchet I'll have one. For sure, God of War Ragnarok I'll have one. And then I'll have access to like the upgraded Spider-Man, Ratchet and Clank, and whatever else comes out between then. So
I mean,
oh, you go.
If you wait until 2021, which is what I'm considering doing, like if you have that console holiday 2021, you'll have Ratchet, you'll have God of War, and Horizon, and then you also have access to the upgraded Miles Morales, also Deathloop. Like that's a great lineup for that year, right?
Yeah.
So, but right now, like I can't even really think of what's even at launch. Like, do you guys?
I don't know.
Can you guys tell me? Because I don't know if I missed it. Like I know they said like, oh, launch window. I can't remember anything stunning that I'm like, I need this.
We got Astra's Playroom.
There's a specific date now for Miles.
What do we
on
got?
the Twitter? Miles Morales is launching November 12th in the US and November 19th everywhere else.
Okay.
So that's
day one, PS5.
Yeah, that's launch. Whatever third-party stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Kevin, what about you? What are you feeling like right now? You've been uncharacteristically quiet right now.
Yeah, I was
very
about to say.
contemplative.
I think I need time to. I don't know, guys. Fuck. I don't know. Like, okay. Let's just start with the price, right? The price. I think that safe. We're good.
That's fine.
Could have been fucking shaky
Totally
as
how
shit. It could have been really bad, but we're good right here. Prices. I'm happy with likely getting the digital, likely, and 100%, probably 100% gonna get it this fall, for sure. What I think is the most interesting thing about this whole thing is that PlayStation Plus collection. It's something that they had in the beginning of PS Plus during PS3 era and Vita era as well, where the new games that they added to PS Plus that you get for free never went away. They just added to this game collection that you can download. They took that away going into PS4. Now they're bringing it back, and I think this is the way to get the hardcore a better deal if they're unsure about paying $500 for the physical because they want to keep their games. Now it's like, hey, all your favorites from the hardcore that you've been throughout this whole entire era for PlayStation 4, you got them with the PS Plus subscription. It's right here for you, ready to go. You know, if like 500 is swaying you, you know what I'm saying? That's what I honestly think that derives from. I think that's honestly the strategy there, is to even more entice and sweeten the deal for the hardcore that tend to hang on to physical games and tend to want to play those physical games. Who knows if it'll work? Who knows? But that was definitely something that I was kind of shaky about. Like, I have, not a lot, but I have Detroit, God of War, Uncharted 4, the BioShock as well, which BioShock obviously wasn't on there, but like, you know what I'm saying? But like the majority of the PlayStation exclusives that the hardcore would potentially care about having physically, you know what I'm saying? And why they would want to get a physical PS5 can now possibly be swayed to get the digital because it's included with PS Plus. That's interesting there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You went a couple weeks ago. I was talking to you about like I'd love if they gave me a program where I could like revoke the physical right for like my God of War disc for a digital copy, and this is kind of that, you know. And
yeah,
most of the games I own physically, they showed in that presentation, so like works out.
Mm-hmm.
I've been buying games digitally. Like the last physical game I bought was Spider-Man. Because the only reason I got it like physically was because it was the collector's edition. So if they start offering like collector's edition, but like, oh, for the digital edition, and they just give me a code, it's a wrap. Like,
yeah,
I know GameStop's been struggling already, but like, I'll put another nail in the gun.
I vacillate between physical and digital. I like building a physical collection, but like, if all of a sudden they're like, hey, we're not making physical games anymore, I'd be like, that's fine, personally.
It's, I don't know. For me, it's super nice to just be able, it's like, because with physical discs, like, you still have to download the game, like, even if you bought it digitally or whatever reason. So it's, instead of like having to rummage through, it's like, all right, where did I put like Bloodborne? And it's like, oh, it's in my library, and just pull it up and it's there.
Right.
But
yeah, and the PlayStation. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you go.
No, because you were like middle of a thought. It's okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, all I was gonna say is, I'm cool with the digital, like just straight digital. Like there's nothing that I'm particularly concerned about, because even if I wanted to play like I don't know, I've got a War digitally, like Spider-Man is gonna be with Miles Morales, so I'm not worried about that. Detroit I got digitally. Like, for people like me, the $3.99 bundle is a solid deal, but I'm definitely gonna wait and see, like, because I'm still not a huge fan of the white and blue. Like, I want a Spider-Man PS5. I'll wait. I'll pay extra.
Good point.
Arachnate.
Like, yeah.
Don't want to cut you off, but I have breaking news. Apparently.
What?
My buddy Omar just sent me a link, and apparently, Demon Souls is coming to PC. I'm trying to fact check.
And wait, hold on. I just looked it up not too long ago.
Okay, Demon Souls, PlayStation exclusive, PS5, asterisk, not available on other consoles for a limited time, also available on PC.
Yeah.
Can you
don't buy a PS5?
Can you say a dub? Can you just hear the dub? It's W. Just why? Like, it's a win for me.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
But like, I don't know why you'd buy a PS5 at launch. Like, they're just kind of hurting themselves at this point.
This conference kind of proved that there's no reason to buy it at launch.
Yeah.
Like, they kind of just said, hey, 2021 is gonna be our year. Right now, we're just kind of just buy it to have it. Let it sit on your shelf for a while.
Honestly, I feel like if they logistically were able to, they would have delayed it. But I also have from Jeff Keighley, per Sony, PlayStation 5 pre-orders will be available starting tomorrow at select retailers.
Okay.
So I don't know how that's gonna work out with their whole weird raffle system, but
oh yeah, I forgot about that. That raffle system's weird.
Yeah, what the hell? Kevin, if I get a raffle ticket, I'll give it to you.
Thanks, man. Much love. Much love. Definitely appreciate it.
I'm excited to avoid all of that.
Yeah, man.
Like, I think there was a lot of obviously like wasted time in this that I think just shows that perhaps, like, you know, this wasn't the day one launch that, you know, neither anyone wanted because of COVID, I feel like, or whatever the case might be. Not trying to excuse what happened here, but I think seeing, to a certain degree, I think Oddworld was like an eye roll. Maybe that's just a personal thing that I'm just not in Oddworld, and, you know, if someone's out there hype about it, cool, great. I think Fortnite was a complete waste. It was short, so I appreciate it, but I think that was a complete waste. We're all aware that it's coming day one. Like, that's obvious. You know what I'm saying? There was just a lot of like, I wouldn't even, like, I don't even really, even though I'm hyped to play Deathloop, I didn't really need it right now if we're trying to talk about day one. You know what I'm saying? Spider-Man Miles Morales still looked great. You know what I'm saying? Final Fantasy 16 looked great as well. price is good. The PlayStation Plus collection is interesting, and I think that is gonna not only, like I said before, like bridge the gap and entice the hardcore PlayStation fans that buy physical and stuff like that to get a digital edition, so they have a reason to pay less into next gen day one. And also in the long run, of course, as we talked about before, the digital console is going to make PlayStation more money overall in the long run. So this could also be a push for them to go digital as well. Like, hey, we want the digital future. You know what I'm saying? So that could also be another reason why that's there. But also I think as well is the startings, and let me emphasize startings. I'm not saying it's 1-to-1 right now at all. At all. But this could be the startings of a Game Pass competitor, I think. I know Christian gave me that look. I'm saying that's not. I say that very, very lightly. Very lightly. It's a collection of games that you have access to right now. Game Pass is a collection of games, a much wider collection of games. I'm not trying to dispute that, but from its core, that seems like what they seem to be building here with PlayStation Plus collection. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, definitely you guys aren't wrong. I think the biggest blow was not seen at the conference. I think it was blow. I mean, like in terms of them wanting to sell PS5, Miles Morales being on PS4. That's great for the consumer, right? That's great for everyone. And overall, that's a W for gamers, of course. But I think if you're trying to sell a PS5 day one, I think that's a sore spot. I think that's the biggest let down, quote unquote. And like, I'm not mad. It's the letdown of like wanting to sell PS5s, which I'm not really concerned about. I don't have any stock. I'm not making money off PlayStation 5. You know what I'm saying? But I think for their wanting to sell a PS5, I think this is definitely a hit, and maybe this is also a way of like how do I phrase this? Like,
I mean, I get what you're saying, Kevin. I think in the now, yeah, it's disappointing, but I know a lot of people, and like we've talked about this too, like the reason to buy one is the stuff that's coming out in 3 years.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, I think, and for me at least, like, if there was any reason, it would have been Spider-Man, and I wasn't going to be happy about it, but like, now I can play that, and yes, I'm still going to get a PS5, obviously. It's just, I'll get one when I need one. Right now I don't.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think
even
a
if there
lot
was
of
the promise of God of War next year, it's like, I'll get it when God of War comes out. Like,
yeah, I think for a lot of people this holiday, they're going to be gunning for the Series S at $300 and the digital edition from PS4 at $400. They're going to be vacillating between the two and be like, which do I get? And right now, there's really no reason to get either of them, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, but if people want them, they're going to go, I think, for the $290, the cheaper one, and it's going to be Xbox.
Like, yeah, you're right.
I think Xbox is... Yeah, I agree. And I think price is super important. And I think PlayStation is launching before, right? But it's like not that much before. So I think, okay, it's a week before. But I really think price is going to be more important this fall, considering the economy right now and people's, discretionary income. So yeah, but like what Kevin said, it doesn't really matter to us because we don't really care about like the sales, like doesn't affect us. But just to like think about it, I really do think Xbox is going to clean up this fall.
Guys, I thought Xbox was coming out first. Xbox is November 10th.
What?
Oh, then it is.
I thought it was late November.
No, Xbox is coming out November 10th. So they got 2 days on for most territories. November 19th, PS5, rest of the world.
Oh, that's a no.
Oh, so Kevin and I got that one.
No, Xbox is coming out first. Before.
Oh,
yeah, so you guys you said after. Yeah.
All right. So not even like I said, it doesn't, the release date I don't think matters that much, but if they do have the release and they do have the price, that's pretty significant for Xbox.
This is a really weak start.
Especially for like the Call of Duty crowd, right? It's like, I want Call of Duty. I want it the best way I can get it. For $300, I get next-gen Call of Duty. Not going into the weeds, because like the average person who just plays Call of Duty is not going to go into the weeds of like, oh, so what teraflop count do I have here for like a console? If they see next-gen box, Call of Duty, cheaper,
they're getting it done.
Like that's huge. That's how PS5. That's how PS4 got the COD partnership for this generation. Because I think Xbox had it that first year, and then PS4 blew away the sales because it was cheaper, and then they jumped ship.
Yeah,
they got Destiny also. Like,
I remember reading about the like the projections, like for the like NBA, like the very casual gamers, like that only have like a PS4 and Xbox One for like NBA or whatever,
right?
Or like Madden. Yeah. So it's like the Series S is definitely a good call for people like that. Like for those of us that are a little more in depth with it, like. I don't know. It's just this is a real like even I feel like even PS4 and Xbox One had a stronger lineup of games because Killzone wasn't great, but at least it was something.
Yeah, that's a good point. Shout out to Owen in the chat, who I believe is from the UK, who's a little upset that they're getting the PS5 like a week after. I do feel bad for that, but
yeah, that's weird.
You guys should have won the war. I don't know what to tell you.
I do remember though the PlayStation 1 released like a year later in the US.
Yeah.
So there has been there is a precedent for that, for like weird releases like that.
Yeah, and
that is a little strange.
No, I mean the PS4 was the same story as well. It was a staggered release across different countries, and if I remember correctly, I think it was just the US at launch, and then it went to other territories like over the coming months after that. But what's interesting about that whole thing is that they did, I mean, at least via the Bloomberg reports, they were allegedly targeting a worldwide release. So maybe those plans have changed. Obviously they have, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I mean, like, it's not the biggest surprise to me personally. I know I'm a lot less mad because I'm in the US, so like, you know, but I definitely see the frustration and obviously understand the frustration totally, but it's not anything new. Like the PS4 was the same exact way, as well. So that one it's like you know, it is what it is.
It's I know like the last few episodes of Road 2 and like now I've been really just like jamming like the knife in. But dude, it is good to be a PC gamer right now. We eating good. Like I don't like for a lot of these games I don't even have to worry. Like I don't even need to buy a console for a while because I like there's not a worry about like launch titles because Miles Morales is coming on the PS4. If Demon Souls is coming on PC, that's a wrap. Like a lot of these games are coming to PC, so like that's a wrap. Like if Sony starts doing the whole like what Microsoft is doing with like PC and a console, honestly, there's not even a need to buy a console.
Next year is going to be a great year.
Next year will be a good year.
So like
right now, 2020 for PlayStation in the fall, I'll sleep on it. Except for Miles, I'll play that on my PS4. That's like what you guys are saying. Like that's great news for us, like the PlayStation 4 gamers. Mm-hmm. There's now zero reason for me to buy a PlayStation 5. Like Spider-Man, like what Christian was saying, would be that reason. I don't think I still would have gotten it, but like it made me feel like I was missing out on something. Now that I can get it on my PS4, I'm like, there's no reason for me to get this console in like the next 6 months even, you know?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because like here's the thing too. Miles, it's at least gonna be as good performance-wise as Spider-Man PS4, right?
Yeah.
Like there's no way that it's like a terrible performing game on PS4, right?
No.
Because it's built on that foundation. So like it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time. Gonna be a fantastic way to close out my time with the PS4 with another Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But honestly, I feel like Final Fantasy 16 was probably the biggest thing for me. Because like 15, I like 15, but it's not the best. Seeing 16, seeing them go for that style again, like more of a high fantasy deal. Jack, you were saying like comparing it to The Witcher. I think that's fair. I think it looks like it's on that level. Combat looked fantastic. Like that looked like, yeah, like Arachnite. You were comparing it to DMC. I think that's fair. That looks like really good combat.
Oh yeah, no, I'm really excited. Robert asked in the chat how much storage on the digital. It's 825 gigabytes, like the standard edition.
Yeah. Also, for a little more nitty gritty on Final Fantasy, it's the same director who made Final Fantasy 14 have that huge turnaround and become like the best MMO of all time. So
yeah.
in terms of like vision and the director behind it, none of this 8 to 10 year development thing. I think honestly I could see 16 hit in like 2022, depending on how they prioritize remake part 2. So
I think
part 2 so bad.
I think for me the standout was the Harry Potter game, Hogwarts Legacy, I believe it's called.
Yeah, that was really good too.
I was not anticipating that. Like Christian, you were mentioning that the trailer for that game leaked like 2 years ago, which is bizarre. I've never seen that happen for a game, like a whole trailer, for a game that wasn't even announced yet. To see that pop up here was such a great surprise, and I know a lot of us were thinking like, "Oh, it's Gotham Knights again." Nope, it's Harry Potter, and that is so exciting for like a big open world RPG set in the Harry Potter universe in Hogwarts and surrounding areas. From what it sounds like, that's absolutely huge. Of course, Harry Potter written by Shakira, very exciting.
Yes.
We did get details on Spider-Man PS4, the Ultimate Edition, so the remastered version on PS5. It will include ray tracing, ambient shadows, improved lighting, performance mode, 60 frames per second, instant loading, 3 new suits, new trophies, and new photo mode features as well.
New suits.
You want that amazing Spider-Man Garfield suit?
Yeah.
PS5 only.
I was like, I really dig the TASM 1 suit. I'm gonna be honest here.
Yeah, Kevin, were you reading that from the blog post about it?
Yes. No. It was a tweet. I think it was.
Is that included? Oh, sorry, Christian, go for it.
I was just gonna add on. The blog post said that they're using their next gen model for Peter in the remaster. So like, how Peter looks in the remaster is how Peter will look in Spider-Man 2, which I think is cool.
Right.
Is that included with any purchase of Miles Morales, like the $70 version?
Wait, what?
Yeah. So yeah, Omar's asking, is Spider-Man PS4 a free upgrade for PS5? That's like essentially my question. Like, do you either get that free, or if you purchase Miles Morales, do you get that PS5 upgrade? Do we know that?
I think that's what they're alluding to. I think you'll be able to play the PS4 version on PS5 completely fine for free and no big deal.
Okay.
But I think if you want those upgrades, I think that's where you get the $70 version of Miles Morales.
Okay. I think in our situation, what it's probably going to be is if we get Miles on the PS4, we get the PS5 version of Miles as an upgrade. But if we want the Spider-Man remaster, we got to cough up like $20 probably.
Yeah,
that's what the difference is between these two versions.
Yeah, I'm hoping there's an avenue if you just want to play Spider-Man PS4, and let's say in some world you don't want to play Miles Morales, hopefully there's a route that way. But yeah. So Nibel,
I'm good with just spending $50.
Yeah. So Nibel also tweeted out. So these are some PS5 launch games according to PlayStation Japan: Demon Souls, Destruction All Stars, which was that vehicular combat type thing that was shown at the last reveal. Spider-Man Miles Morales, Sackboy as well, and Astro's Playroom. Is according to PlayStation Japan, those are at launch. PS5
Why
games.
wasn't that in here?
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't show Sackboy at least.
Why did they show Demon Souls that looked amazing and then they just cut off?
Why was
that's a launch now? That's cool.
Why was the Black Ops thing so long?
Maybe there's some typo, Jim.
I mean, Keeley just said Demon Souls is also a launch title and it's launching on PC the same day.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, I mean, I would have loved to see like Sackboy if it's launch. You know what I'm saying? I would have loved to hear that Demon Souls is launch as well. You know what I'm saying? I think the message was it for sure.
I think the message was really muddled. This whole showcase, like, we're still kind of confused as to like what's going on this fall. Kevin just like cleared it up a little bit, but man, the fact that we had to like sort of read into it is weird. Like they're not doing a good job of selling the PS5 holiday 2020.
No. Agree. That's a hard agree. Like I said, like at the beginning of this, when we started, I was pretty set on buying it at launch, or at least near launch. Now, like, it's a hard no.
Omar in the chat is saying he's reading a blog post from Sony Japan that says Horizon 2 is launching on PS4 as well.
No, that's a typo. There's no way that's true.
I want to look into that.
There's
but
no
like,
way.
No, send that over because that would be wild.
No, I don't even believe that. No, I don't.
I'm gonna need a link for that.
But like,
that
honestly,
would be
no. I don't even believe that. No, I don't.
Like Kevin, going off what you just said about like the, I guess, full launch lineup, like even that, I don't know if that's great. Like those are some games that I'm interested in playing, but none of them scream like, buy me. Like you need to buy a PS5 now.
I thought you said Sackboy yesterday would totally get you. Not that I give a shit about what you buy, clearly. You know what I'm saying? But like I thought you said yo, like Demon Souls and Sackboy, that's enough for me. To play devil's advocate.
I think what I said was that would be a good launch lineup, but I don't think I think Miles is also a good launch title, but that wasn't enough to get me to upgrade to a PS5 last week. So like I don't know. Like Demon Souls looks great, but again, it's like I don't know if I need that right now, you know? And like Sackboy is not a $460 game. If Miles isn't, Sackboy isn't.
I did a little reading on Forbidden West. It will not be coming to PS4.
Okay.
Yeah, that was obvious.
Christian Omar saying he sent that to you. If you want to look into that as well.
Yeah, but is it coming to PC though?
Honestly, if Demon Souls is PC at launch, I could see some other things like be also.
They're testing the waters. I mean, they tested it with Horizon years after launch, but
yeah,
like that wouldn't surprise me. But I don't know.
I'd be cool with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, at that point, there would be no point for you to get the PS5.
Yeah.
Horizon looks like it was a typo.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would have been wild.
Yeah, no, there's no way. With how big the game is and how it's being built around.
Omar is saying that wait, what is this?
Sackboy's PS4 also. So I'll just buy Sackboy on PS4.
Wait, Wario just tweeted. Hold on, let me.
Okay, Nibel's saying that
Horizon
is also PS4. Okay.
I just saw that. Wait. I need to. Is it?
Horizon 2 is PS4, is what Nibel's saying.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at this point, it's only Demon Souls.
Then what's the point of buying a PS5?
There is no point.
There's not one. Like Demon Souls is hype. That game looks amazing, but I wouldn't spend $460 on that right now.
I'll see you in 2021/2022.
Yeah, I think Jack, I'm on the same page as you. I think.
I mean, like, I feel like God of War. I mean, who knows at this point if Horizon 2 is not a PS5 exclusive? I feel like God of War 2 probably will be, but like, who knows?
Yeah.
That will get me in for the PS5 because that's true next gen.
Yes.
But man, dude, if we were feeling bummed like throughout this conference, the fact that they are hitting us again with like Horizon coming to PS4, it's like, man, I don't need this console. I really don't. Which is kind of sad.
Yeah, my timeline's very confused right now.
Same.
Oh, also, guys, what the hell was wrong with them? So Schreier is saying from a press release, our own worldwide studios titles will be priced from $50 to $70 on PS5. So where was that? So
yeah, there's a lot of stuff like in that usually comes out in like press releases afterwards because it's not like sexy enough to be in a conference like that.
Yeah, but like what? My timeline's so confused. I'm
getting reports that the DualSense is $70 and
That's not bad.
the headset is $100. That's fine. Yeah, to me, yeah, that's whatever.
Is that the
That's
gold?
unexpected.
The new gold?
The PlayStation Pulse 3D wireless headset, the PS5 specific one.
Oh.
Yeah.
But is that like equivalent to the gold headset?
I think so, yeah. Sorry, yeah. I think so, yeah.
I have the PS4, the newer version of the gold headset. I think I'll probably stick with that for now. Man, there's no wind in my sails for this thing right now.
No, yeah.
Dead in the water.
I'm excited for Sackboy. I'm excited for Miles. I'll be playing those on my PS4 this fall.
Me too with Miles. 100%.
Like, just like how I think Miles is going to be at least as good as Spider-Man PS4 is performance-wise, like, there's no way Sackboy's going to struggle on the PS4.
No. That game's not a technical showcase.
No.
I feel like they kind of dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, like, all these weird things about, like, upgrading to, like, this Spider-Man remaster. I don't know. It just feels really complex.
Have you like what's the vibe on Twitter or like other reactions? Have you guys been paying attention to that? Because I can't really get a pulse on how people are feeling.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because I know we're kind of like a
indifferent.
little suspicious or indifferent or maybe even more negative about getting it in 2020. I haven't seen what people are feeling like. A lot of it's marketing right now, so I can't really get past that.
I mean, I've been texting some friends that they're pretty in deep with playing games, right? That's like their main hobby, but they don't like follow the industry a ton. I'm seeing some people saying, I screamed when I saw God of War, I'm getting it for God of War. One of my friends is just gonna get one this fall, I think. A couple of my friends are getting the digital versions whenever they get it. One said, who is a huge Souls fan, says maybe I'll get it for Christmas. Like, yeah, and like he's a bigger Souls fan than I am, so like the fact that Demon Souls being a launch title for him and my other buddy, like,
yeah. Like to be clear though, like everything they showed here, like all the games excite me, like for the most part. Most of the games do. It's just that like having the console for those games is not needed right now. That's what is like for me is just like, no, like I'm not excited about the PlayStation 5. I'm excited about all the games here. We got Hogwarts playing right now. Very excited for that. But I still got my PS4 right now, and I'm good for another year at this point.
Okay.
Maybe even like a year and a half. I don't even know.
I got more news. Wow. Okay. So yeah, there's a fat chance I was gonna buy a PS5 for Demon Souls when it's gonna cost $70 officially.
Oh, is that the new 60?
We're making the jump, yeah.
I mean, because the thing is,
I mean,
we all Demon Souls...
knew that. So what? How was that a surprise?
I mean, that doesn't change that. It's kind of a lot for like Demon Souls looks really good, but it's a remake of an old game. You know, like, man,
I mean, we paid full price for Final Fantasy 7 remake, and that was impressive as well.
That's drastically different. This is like, it looks like it plays like Demon Souls. Like, it just looks better. It's a little faster. Final Fantasy 7 remake is night and day. Same with RE2. Like, whew. Like, that's like if they did $70 for Shadow of the Colossus because it looks like the same amount of effort. If they did $70 for Shadow, I still would have laughed at that. Like,
Omar has a really good question. Do we think the PS4 versions will be $70? Do we have any information on that?
That's interesting.
It's the same amount of work. It's just downscaled because they built around the PS5.
Right, but like for example, is the next Call of Duty that's going to be on PS4? Is that also $70? Like, do we even know that information right now?
I know the next gen version of Black Ops Cold War is 70.
Yeah.
Which gives you access to the PS4 and the PS5 version. And I don't know. Here, I can look at that real quick because we'll use Black Ops Cold War as a good one.
Quick answer for Omar though, like Miles Morales is like a different situation because there will be a $70 version, but you're getting like Spider-Man PS5 with that.
Okay, so according to Black Ops Cold War, the standard PS4 edition is 60.
Okay, there we go. But like that's only for Call of Duty, so I guess we can't.
Yeah,
but like that's the gold standard,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. According to the official PlayStation blog, Horizon Forbidden West will also launch on PS4.
Dude.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Why?
Man, God of War is the only... I'm buying this for God of War. I'm not buying this anytime before God of War comes out.
Dude, fucking in before, like, we hear God of War 2 will be on the PS4.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. Like, it's very possible.
Spider-Man 2 is...
Yeah, if it's next year, and all these games are maybe, like, building off the foundation of the PS4 titles, because, like, that's probably why they're coming out so soon. Like, yeah, they're gonna get improvements, but if it's just 4K and HDR, like, guys... Okay. I played the game for the story. The story worked really well with performance on the PS4 titles. Last of Us ran fine. Like, oh.
I think the fact that PlayStation was positioning this as a leap to a generation, I think the fact that they were doing that, and it seems like it's really not. It seems more along the lines of what Xbox is doing. It's disappointing.
It just sounds like what Xbox is doing, which, like, nothing wrong with it, but, like, I mean... You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
it's not the major leap right now, which kind of takes the wind out of my sails, honestly.
This is very consumer friendly, which I appreciate.
Yeah,
definitely,
100%. Definitely.
Even to that extent, though, like I still think we're scrambling right now, and like Xbox has been very clear about how all their services work, right? And like what you can get on both versions, what you can get on a One, what you can get on a Series, like. That just seems so streamlined.
It's not. Let's not even act like it is, because it's not. There's a lot of people that are still confused about Xbox. No, like, there's still talk like that on Twitter about the old Xbox. Like, with that thing I retweeted, like, literally this week, where it's like, the Series S won't play 1X versions, it'll play 1S versions of games. Like, that's still confusing, too. It's not all streamlined, like, you
no, what they
know
said
what I'm saying?
there was that if you play on a 1X, you get a 4K version of a 360 game. If you play on a Series, you don't get the 4K version of 360 game that you get on the One. That's what that, like, it's just a smooth transition between what your library lets you do. This just seems like all over the place. It's like what Jack said. It's like they're not doing a hard cutoff, and now we're just kind of all running with our heads cut off, trying to figure out, so what does everything mean? Because, like, I don't know. Like, if this is what you're going to do, like, tout that. Be very vocal about it. Don't make it confusing. Because the thing, like, I know some people that are going to be pissed off if they see they can buy Horizon 2 on a PS4 when they drop $500 for a disc-based PS5.
This is
it
not
just
the
feels
leap.
disingenuous and kind of shitty to not be forward about it if that's what you're doing.
Yeah, it's not the leap that they were positioning the PS5 to be, right? Like, it's just, there's going to be a Venn diagram of PS4 and PS5 games.
Yeah.
And there's just no reason to buy the PS5 for 2020, definitely. And then right now, 2021 is like, oh, maybe. Yeah, it's very arguable, like, if you even need to.
Yeah.
But, like, from what Xbox has been doing, it's essentially like, it doesn't matter what console you need. Like, just come buy an Xbox, whatever it is, and you can have access to the games that we're making. For the next few years, you can even still have an Xbox One and, like, enjoy that. And, like, it seems like that's what PlayStation is doing. It's just not they're just not saying that. And it's confusing now because, well, why didn't you say that?
Yeah, that was my hang up. I think it's good that you're going to be able to play them for, like,
I
fans. Agree. It's just the confusing part, and why I said Xbox makes so much more sense, is because if that's the intent, they've been screaming that from the rooftops for the past year and a half. And we're finding this out in blog posts that only we're looking at, right? Like,
yeah,
that's what's confusing about it. That's what feels messy about it to me. It's still a good thing at the end of the day for the consumer, right? But it, like, what do I have to own? Like, do I have to be on Plus to get things? Like, yeah, I don't know, man.
But it's also hard to put all this like nuanced information into a 40-minute thing without dragging it out.
That's a great point.
It does feel messy, and it doesn't feel very like put together. Like Black Ops thing, way too long. We could have used a lot of that time for like just details. Like somebody talking about it is like, okay, this is how much it costs. This is when it's coming out. Like instead of saying, oh, I don't know, it just feels like they've been built. They built the entire conference. I feel like they just built as like, how much is it going to cost? When is it coming out? Because those are the questions that everybody's asking. And in doing that, and in playing into that angle, you lose a lot of the information that's vital for people's decision making, which I didn't appreciate. And I just don't understand. Like, it's very consumer friendly, which I appreciate. However, I don't understand the necessity of bragging essentially about the SSD speed and how everything works on the PS5 and the hardware capabilities. And then just saying that these new gen, like these next gen games, these console seller type games, you can just play on your old console. It's like, why? What is so impressive about the PS5 that justifies a $500 purchase if I can play most of these games on my old console that I already paid for?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Owen was saying in the chat, 2 great points, that they don't care about PS5 till 2022 then, and there's no point in buying one if they can't play Miles, and if they can play Miles and Horizon on PS4. Exactly. Like, there's no point of having the PS5 right now.
And like now I'm questioning Ratchet as well. Like, I know they've been pushing SSD on that, but like, is it? Like, I don't know.
If for Ratchet on PS4, this is all they would have to do is like when you jump in a portal, it's just he falls for a few seconds longer, like you're shimming through a wall, and then that's it. Like, that's the difference. And that doesn't justify a next generation console for me. Like when we talked about the specs on one of the episodes of Road 2, we talked a lot about how this is an innovative new custom SSD specifically built to minimize and remove load times for immersion and quality of life. It's just, what is so impressive about this console if I can play it on hardware that was made 7 years ago? Because I have a base PS4.
Mm-hmm.
Last of Us 2 ran exceptionally well. It looked great. Everything was fine.
Yeah.
What is impressive?
I think right now it's God of War. And that's assuming by the time God of War comes out, which we all think is going to be like late 2021 if it hits that, right?
It's not November.
But I mean, Kevin, I think you might be right. Honestly,
I definitely don't
think that might slip to like.
That's 100% slipping. Yeah. I'll put money on that right
22.
now. Like,
no,
I'm
with you.
That's a safe bet.
I will buy anyone God of War right now if they think that is launching in 2021, because it's not. I will buy it for you. That didn't make sense. I will buy it for you. Like, it's not coming out.
Yeah.
That's not real. That's not happening. It's not.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I think that's probably the cutoff, honestly. And who's to say, right? Like, this is all hypothetical right now, but Arachnite, what you were saying about, like, what's the point? I think the point's probably God of War. Like, because that's going to be huge. The point's going to be Spider-Man 2. Like,
Spider-Man 2 on the PS4 is like, it's all on the PS4.
So here's
PS6 on the PS4.
I think reading the blog, right? And like, here's where I think I'm at, right? And I think that overall, right, we all know, historically speaking, early generations, early on aren't popping. You know what I'm saying? PS4 didn't get popping until like 2014, 2015. No, more like 2015, 2016, right? Yeah. And it looks like rather than having a early PS4 era where the people that had it were getting games that were exclusive to that console, right? And never came to PS3, right? How do I phrase this? Like, I think this is both a combination of not wanting them to necessarily feel like early gen PS5 exclusives kind of just happen with like a fart and like don't really make any consequence. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would say overall, like Second Son, you know, didn't blow up the world. Obviously off the merit of the game as well, but I think maybe having these, which I still believe that the PS5 games are still going to have a lot of benefits of the PS4 hardware. Like, I definitely do believe them on that, and I think that they have shown that as well. That like although they are coming to PS4, then it comes a question of like, usually Kev, when this happens, it's made for the lower spec and upgraded. It's never the reverse, right?
Right.
But I do still at least believe that based off how they treated PS4 and PS4 Pro, to each point, yeah, the PS4 versions are gonna run great. Maybe, or run great for what it is. Like maybe the loading times will be super exaggerated on the PS4. Not exaggerated, but just like that's just as fast as they can make it or whatever. But I do think that we will see a difference on PS5 that's like actually palpable. You know what I'm saying? Like I do still believe that. And that's just off of me just not having direct proof right now. Like we don't have side by sides right now. You know what I'm saying? But I do still believe that there will be like a obvious upgrade to the PS5. Christian, you look like you were gonna say something.
I have two questions, or a question and one comment.
What's up?
So one thing I have the blog pulled up still. There's something I'll read from it. In reference to Miles Morales, Sackboy, and Horizon. While these three games were designed to take advantage of PS5 and its unique next-gen features like the ultra-high-speed SSD and DualSense, PS4 owners will still be able to enjoy these experiences when they launch. So what that makes me think, Kevin, similar to what you and I were talking about a little bit last week with Miles potentially maybe working on PS4, is that kind of what you were saying of like it's made for the lower end and then upgraded. Like I don't know if we'll feel the promise of what the SSD can bring in game design if these three games are playable there, right? So that's where I get a little more hung up with Ratchet of like, I could see Ratchet be an only PS5 game because they designed it to showcase the SSD with the instant teleportation, but I don't know if
like you don't know if it's possible that like Miles Morales, if it from a game design perspective, if it was built around the SSD, if that's even possible on PS4, and then it's like, is it even that if it can't come on PS4? I get what you're saying there. Yeah.
That's where I'm coming from. Because like Horizon, I don't think Horizon's gonna have a world designed to take full advantage of an SSD like Miles isn't. Because if they did do that, then they couldn't be on PS4. You know?
No, but like
were incredible.
Yeah, and that was my question. I was gonna say, do you really think that the load times are gonna be that drastically different for these three first-party games when Ghost was like instant? Like they had to slow down respawns in that game.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like, I mean, the only thing that we have to, I guess, is now the direct comparison that now is the load time actualization on like Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Where it went from 16 to like literally under a second.
Right.
So I guess that's all we got in terms of comparing, in terms of SSD, you know, and like just based off that and like overall like what they've shown, I still think that it is going to be,
like you'll get a benefit. I just don't know if it's like.
I think it's going to be more than the PS4 versus the PS4 Pro. At least, you know what? I don't even know. At this point, I don't even fucking know.
I don't know.
I think we'll have to see it in action.
Yeah. Just like Yeah, go ahead, Jack.
No, I was gonna say something totally different, so you go.
I was just gonna say, like with Ghost as the last example, if we're at a point in the PS4, specifically PS4 development cycle, where all the first-party devs can make load times as fast as Ghost, I'm fine. Like I'm completely, because Ghost is too fast. Like,
yeah, and
that has the best loading on like any
PlayStation
game.
I read up a little bit more on the Ghost loading times, you know what I'm saying? And, like, I'm not trying to take away from you guys' points. Not trying to take away from it. But, like, it was said that they were able to achieve that high load time, I guess, because, generally speaking, Tsushima Island, from a screenshot to screenshot standpoint, generally speaking, looks very similar. It has similar assets. So that was, again, not trying to discredit anything, but like just to add a little more context, like those loading times may be a specific case. Because what I'm thinking that we're gonna be seeing is like some FF7 loading remix specifically, which, like, you know, I remember being kind of a lot. I think. Maybe,
I don't remember a ton.
Maybe I'm capping.
I just remember a lot of shimmies, dude. I don't remember a lot of loading. I remember textures popping in, but like I don't remember. A lot of loading.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know what engine Ghost was made on, but if it's Decima,
no, it wasn't Decima. It was their own proprietary engine that they made FMS off of, and I think Sly Cooper as well, I believe.
But like even still, Guerrilla's had another 3 years with the hardware. I wouldn't be surprised if loading is faster in the sequel than it was for Horizon. And Horizon's loading was already kind of okay, based on memory. But Jack, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna talk about Xbox real quick because they have the most powerful next-gen console and the cheapest next-gen console. And if we're just going off of the boxes themselves, Xbox is killing it. Like, of course, PlayStation has the promise of their 10 out of 10 exclusives, right? Like, we know that. But like from a general consumer standpoint, like they're going to either see the most powerful console of all time or a cheap next gen entryway. And like that is so exciting. Like I feel like they have an exciting, in terms of just the box itself, a very exciting next gen consoles, right? I don't know. PS5 is just, in terms of the box itself, just ain't doing it for me. I think it's going to be really interesting, like competition this fall and then even throughout the next generation, because this is huge. The fact that PlayStation isn't killing it in November of 2020 is going to have ramifications for them in November 2022. You know, like that's going to be big, and it's going to be exciting to see more parity this generation. I think we're going to get that.
Me too. Yeah, just to add on to that quickly, like even with Xbox, right? The big thing we know now is Halo. We know Avowed is coming from Obsidian. Obsidian makes incredible games. I'd say a lot of their games are 10 out of 10. Fable is going to be a big hitter, right? Like, I think similarly, I don't think you can count out the promise, right? There's not a lot of evidence based on the last generation, but like Xbox has made some great games. So I think if they can get back to that, and right now it seems like that's Phil Spencer's idea, I think Jack's right that next gen is going to be a lot more competitive than this generation was. Absolutely.
Yeah, and Xbox scooped up like what wasn't it, like 13 first-party studios like within the past few years. Like they're cooking stuff, and we will see that this generation. And man, just in terms of the competition alone, that's really exciting because obviously PlayStation this generation like totally swept away and just took it, no question.
Yeah.
And the fact that we're seeing some missteps with PlayStation right now, in terms of having a pretty bleak launch lineup and some baffling decisions with PS4 games or PS5 games also coming out on PS4.
Yeah,
I think that'll be really interesting.
I think also it's like I think that this is what probably you guys said as well, that like I think it's only really weird because they weren't saying this the entire PS5 time or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like we're hearing like next step, next jump. We don't like this is the next gen. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think that's the only reason why it's weird. I don't think it's inherently weird that the decisions they're making, because if we're gonna praise Xbox for doing that and then trash this, which is essentially what Xbox is doing, if we really look at it from the nitty gritty, the only weird thing is that PlayStation definitely did not say that early on, and definitely were not on that wave early on, which I agree is really, really weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's where the conversation is right now, is because I think they kind of, maybe not failed, but they definitely messed up communication here, because we were expecting, like, we need a PS5 for all the games, and now we just have them all as PS4 games essentially.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, to the point you make about trashing, like, last night all three of us were expecting PlayStation to come out and, like, spit in Xbox's face about, like, you need this, you know, like, this is a clear cut, this is a step. And I think from what I saw, at least from the community the past few months, it's been a lot of that too. Like, when the Halo got delayed, it was like, that's what you get for having a cross-gen title, but, like,
yeah,
that's what they're doing. Like, and I think what you said, like, if they just got out ahead of this, no one would be saying anything right now. I'm baffled that they're doing the same thing. The fact that they've been riding off this hype of, you need a PS5 so you can experience these 10s. It's like, no, you're doing what Xbox is doing.
And
Don't
like,
try to hide that.
Yeah. Again, not. I'm gonna say this. I'm not making excuses. I'm not making excuses, right? But like, from a business standpoint, of course, it makes a lot of sense. PS4s, there's over 150 million of them on there. You know what I'm saying? So definitely would be, you know, like, it would be a decision, of course, to leave them all in the dust and stuff like that. I think that from a monetary, like, from a fiscal standpoint, business dollars and cents standpoint, yeah, this definitely makes sense, you know? But I think above all else, like, it's weird that if this was what they were going to do, and I doubt that this was made last minute. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
At that point, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's the part where they say this?
I mean, you're right. This can't be last minute. If the games are playable on PS4, that means they had to be designed for PS4, you know?
Omar was saying that it would be really funny if Microsoft canceled the Halo Infinite Xbox One versions. That would be like a huge fuck you to be like, sorry, we believe in generations.
Yeah. Surprising lack of that. I didn't pick up on a bet. Like, I don't think any of us, I don't know who said yes. Well, I think one of us did.
I think I did. Yeah, I didn't hear anything specifically saying. Yeah, I didn't hear PlayStation specifically say. I would have to re-listen to it or rewatch it, but I don't think they had any jabs at Xbox.
Yeah. Kevin, did you find what you're looking for?
Let me see. Well, no. It was separated quotes, but like they talk a lot about how, like, oh, this year has been unlike any other, and you know there've been many challenges and stuff like that, from development to publishing, technology, retail, this, that, or whatever. So like, if they're trying to project that that's why they're bringing these games, and just to weather the storm of, like, hey, like, from a global standpoint, you know, a lot of people may not be ready to fork up X amount of dollars for a PS5 to play these experiences and stuff like that. And I think, like, if they're going off that, then this strategy of putting PlayStation 5 games now on PS4 is a way to not only keep sales up, but also keep PlayStation in the word of mouth, I think, in terms of, like, from a first connection, like, you're playing these games and you're interacting with the brands and you're talking about the brand and stuff like that, like, being able to play these new experiences on PlayStation 4, you know? But above all else, definitely not at all what I anticipated.
Yeah. Omar in the chat is saying PS Plus Instant Game Collection was definitely a play at Game Pass, right? I feel like kind of it was in a way, but I feel like the Instant Game Collection is more focused on legacy, and Game Pass is focused on kind of legacy, but also the present and the future. Because with Game Pass, you get any Xbox exclusive, like, right there whenever it comes out.
Yeah.
So like, it's playing in the background right now, but like, it's somewhat exciting, but it's also like what we were saying. It's all games that we've played before, you know, mostly.
Like, it's convenient.
Yeah, it's definitely convenient. And like, there's some games in there that I haven't played, so cool. I'll check that out, and it's rolled right into the PlayStation Plus, benefits, but it definitely didn't hit the Game Pass level, I don't think.
Kevin, did you catch a price on that?
Price on the Plus collection?
Yeah, like is that gonna raise the price of Plus, or is that just gonna be like brushed into it?
Yeah, for PlayStation Plus members, we'll have a special new offering on PS5, the PlayStation Plus Collection. PS5 owners with PS Plus will be able to download and play a curated library of PS4 games that define the generation, like Batman Arkham Knight, Bloodborne, Fallout 4, God of War, Monster Hunter World, Persona 5, and many more. The PlayStation Plus Collection will be an added benefit to the existing PS4 benefits that PS Plus members receive for a single subscription price.
Okay, that's good.
The Demon Souls trailer just went down. They took it down probably to remove the PC part. Pain.
Man, did not expect to feel this way after the console.
It feels so scrambled. Like this all feels kind of like scrambled together.
It's super. It's the messaging here is just not very clear. It seems like a complete reversal of what they've been discussing for the past like 6 months of hard step in the next generation. Like you're gonna want to need this console, and man, don't feel that way right now.
And like,
but like it's important to say like it's good that we're getting these games on PS4. Like what we've been saying, like that's cool for us. Like I'm gonna really enjoy playing Miles Morales this fall on my PS4. But yeah, I don't need the PS5.
Yeah.
I really hope Demon Souls is on the PC.
I mean, if it was in the trailer, I assume they probably just don't want it plastered everywhere yet. Well,
it's too late for that. Like I hope it's on PC, but like God, if they put it, it's like, oh, it's for PC and then it's not. Pain.
Did you see the screenshot that had the asterisk with it? Because I don't know how you make that by accident.
like that's what people are saying. It's like this whole event seems very scrambled together.
Yeah.
Like when did they announce this was happening?
A couple days ago, right, Kevin?
Yeah, it was last Thursday.
Was it last week?
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry, Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday.
Well, yeah, that was like right after the whole Xbox thing happened, so like this might have been scrambled together, like rushed. It's like, oh,
this was
it out, like,
okay.
October.
This was definitely not made in 4 days. Let's not.
No, not.
This was definitely not like made from scratch from Saturday to now. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I'm saying is like maybe they were gonna do it in like October, like early October or something like that. But with everything going on, it's like, all right, how about we just expedite it?
Yeah, maybe I could see that be a reality because like, if you look at it this way, they're offering a lot of similar things on both brands in terms of the transition to next gen, where I think if you kept this momentum going another couple weeks of like everybody's expecting it to be a huge step and then it hits even closer to launch and then it's just what Xbox got leaked but they still like ran with that, like that would hurt I think even more than it does now. So I think Kevin's right. I don't think this is a presentation you throw together in 4 days, but I could see this be something they were sitting on of like when the time's right we let it go. So
all right, so hopefully Demon Souls like I don't know, like this whole thing, like I just feel so underwhelmed.
Remember last night when we thought the price was going to be the biggest
yeah
thing?
Dude, I mean like we were saying this. Yeah, the price is exactly what we all expected.
Yeah,
and like it's not exciting. Like it's just the price. Like the Series X price is an exciting price, right, for the next generation. Who would have thought that we would be playing or we could have access to a $300 next generation console, right? Like I don't think that was even in the cards. Like that took us by surprise, I think. This is like, it's a good price. I agree with you, but like it's not super exciting. I like how both Xbox and PlayStation are keeping their prices though from generation. Like the Xbox One launched at $500 and the Series X is 500, and the PS4 was 400, and the digital version of the PS5 is also 400. So that's cool that they kind of like kept that pricing model.
Yeah, it's a nice catch.
Yeah.
Kevin, I feel every emotion that you're feeling right now.
It's gonna be a great games cast for you
like,
guys.
Here's what it is, right? Like, we have a Jim Ryan quote, we believe that when you go to all the trouble of creating a next-gen console, that it should include features and benefits that the previous generation does not include. Which I guess that's not an incorrect quote if he's talking about ray tracing and like load type and stuff like that and resolutions and frame rates and all that, like, which the hardcore are going to gravitate towards and going to get, you know what I'm saying? And like that would be, you know, like if you look at the overall like if we're looking at the PlayStation 4 run, right? Would it be wild to say that let's say a big portion of the early year adopters, let's say 2013 and 2014, were hardcore PlayStation people, right? Like, so I think I just don't know. Like, I guess that's not necessarily a bad thing, or like an incorrect quote, you know? But I don't know, yo.
I mean, I see the perspective you're hitting at it with, but like, I still feel like it's misleading. Of like,
no, 100%.
So like, it's kind of wrong still. Like, yeah, Horizon. Like, would you count Horizon Forbidden West being a full next gen experience if the only benefit you get is like a bump in resolution and a couple like minor tweaks that you got from like a PS4 to PS4 Pro? Like,
I don't. That's what. I don't know. I don't know if the PS4 and PS4 Pro is a similar comparison in terms of how games are going to run from a PS4 Pro to a PS5 because of things like the SSD. Like, I don't know if that's going to be as one-to-one as what it seems like on here. You know what I'm saying?
For
I
year
don't
one
know.
At least, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Like, I think this issue's probably gone by 2022.
Yeah.
I don't think this is going to be a thing that carries on forever, but like, do you also like? But do you see a world where they release the sequel to Horizon, an incredibly good selling PS4 game, on PS4s, and then it runs like trash?
That's what is another thing too. Like, I don't think that they would put out a barely holding on first. I mean, PlayStation IP on PS4. Like, I don't think they would do that to that game because that just ruins up the whole brand. Like
Horizon
that just
sold so well. Like, why would they screw those fans over?
Remember when we thought Ghost of Tsushima was going to be the swan song for the PS4? Still got another year, baby. But like, for generations, it's always this 2 years out is when we see the leap, right? Like, I'll even bring it back to 360, like 2005 when that launched. 2007 was Modern Warfare, was BioShock, was like all these crazy games that you could play, and that was like the start of that generation, right? For PS4, that was 2015, like Arkham Knight, Witcher 3, all those like Bloodborne, like all those huge games that came out, Fallout 4, take it or leave it. But like, we're gonna get that again, and I guess like we expected that, of course. Like, launch lineups usually aren't the best, and like year ones even aren't even the best. Like 2014 Watch Dogs, no thanks. But man, like the fact that they had Miles Morales as the carrot on the end of the stick for an incentive to buy the PS5, and then that's just not even there anymore. Like, there's no need to chase the PS5 for Miles, because that was even when like Xbox took away Halo, Xbox people were like, man, but PlayStation 5 has Miles now, right? Like, they have Spider-Man, right? That was a huge game. Now it's not. Now it's a PS4 game. For most people, I feel it is a PS4 game.
I think Horizon's the worst one that like hurts the most. Like, are you joking me? Like, are you fucking kidding me? You know, like, that one is way worse than Spider-Man Miles Morales. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Like, if you want to have, you know, the day one launch PS4, weird, but all right, I can see it. But fucking Forbidden West coming out next fucking fall. That one's going to PS4? Like,
I still can't believe
like what the fuck is that? You know, like that one is way worse to me than Miles Morales. Miles Morales, okay, all right.
I think it's bad for launch, but I totally agree with you that Horizon is worse because like that was when they showed it off in, I don't know, June or July, whenever that was, when we saw the PS5 revealed. That was like, wow, we are in next gen now. And to an extent, they did it with Miles, but it was like a smaller game, of course. For Horizon, that was like the next leap. Well, they kept saying about the PS5 being the next leap. That was the game, right? And now, man, doesn't really seems like more of a sidestep than anything.
Yeah, and like I feel it's weird to bring up Xbox over and over again, but I think it's that time to do it, right? Like it's the cusp of when everybody's about to buy and pre-order these things. I think they wouldn't have as many issues if they were just honest about this. If they were there ahead of the time, saying, "Hey, it's gonna be a transition," not trying to get dunks on Xbox of like, like instead just showing, like trying to really make it clear what they're doing, because they're basically doing what Xbox said they were gonna do for the next 2 years with their exclusive, but for presumably their first year on shelves. So yeah, like it feels like we have much shorter of a time to adjust and figure out what the inner workings of how this transition works on this side, where Xbox has been saying it for over a year. That's what is where I'm at with the comparison, at least. So
yeah.
Omar said something pretty funny. He said, Jim, quote, "Why would anyone play old games?" Quote, Ryan, following up, "Why is he remaking Demon Souls and promoting the instant game collection for launch?"
It's
weird.
The more we talk about it, the less excited I am.
I'm interested to see what you two think when you do Road to PS5 this week, to just have a couple days on it.
I'm gonna need a couple days on it. Yeah, it's overall for sure.
It's just gonna be an hour and 15 minutes of silence.
Yeah, because like Kevin, I think for you, there's still a reason to be excited, right? Like,
I mean, 100%, right? Like as look, low key, right? Low key. I was low key sold when Destiny 2 was confirmed 60 frames. Like fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like that was that was low key, the like very personal, like very intricate maneuver that got me. But I think overall, like as someone that, you know, is primarily of course, PlayStation gamer, primarily, of course, a console player at that as well, and ultimately is in the hardcore realm that really cares about frames, really cares about resolution, really cares about experiencing the best possible way to experience PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's still there. It's not like it's not, but it is now, I think, shaky in terms of the overall game. Like, yeah, it's just, yeah. So, I don't know, man. But, I mean, I'm not going to get a digital edition PS5. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm definitely going to, I mean, what they did do here is they definitely secured me in getting a digital edition because of the PlayStation Plus collection. That was the one shift I've had internally overall. You know what I'm saying? That is going to stay. Is that, okay, now I'm for sure swayed onto the digital edition for sure. Knowing that I'll get God of War and Detroit, you know, and other major PlayStation 4 games, you know, on that service, you know. So, but yeah.
Let me suggest to you.
What's up?
Maybe launch is a little clear. You have no excuse now because you got full access to Persona 5, baby.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You started.
I did see Persona 5. I was like, fuck. I was like, god damn it. Shit, it's
now
following
you got no excuse.
me.
What do you got? What do you got for the next?
It's
4
fucking
months?
following me. I'm like, god damn it. It's
You're not gonna
following
play
me.
Demon Souls. You're gonna play Miles. I know you are. Maybe Godfall.
You already know.
What else? What else you got? Persona 5, baby.
Hey, quick question, Chris.
Yeah.
Black Ops Cold War.
Who is best girl in Persona 5 to you? I feel like we've talked about.
I had a very strong attachment to An.
Oh, I haven't heard a lot of people talk about An.
I'm aware.
I'm a Makoto kind of guy myself.
I've seen a lot of people like Makoto.
See, Kevin, you could join in on this conversation.
Damn, yo. I think okay, definitely the most like wild, like what the hell is going on, is the Horizon news.
You're still hung up on Horizon, huh?
Bro, I don't even fucking fathom that. Like, if y'all would have told me, hey, tomorrow, y'all, Horizon Forbidden West is gonna be playable on a fucking base PS4, I'd be like, no, that's insane.
That's on the onion.
That's literally fucking insane. And here we are.
Is it wild to think that the fact that Horizon is going to be cross-gen midway through next year lessens... I know the delay hurts for the fans of the series, but like, does that make the hubbub about Halo less of a big deal to you guys? Because it's like, it's still a big game next year. Like, yeah, they don't have an immediate launch title, but like,
wait,
still a huge thing next year.
For which game?
Halo. Like on the Xbox side. Like if Horizon is a cross-gen game next 2021 and Halo is a cross-gen game 2021, like, if anything, I think today, like what we said at the beginning of this, it made it abundantly clear this coming generation in many different ways is going to be much more competitive out the gate than last gen.
And then
in my opinion.
Also, look at what... So Tim Getty just said as well. What if God of War Ragnarok isn't God of War 2? More like Spider-Man Miles Morales or Uncharted Lost Legacy. All of a sudden, that 2021 year sounds more believable.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Which
I don't on PS4.
I don't entirely... Yeah, that could entirely be fucking possible.
Yeah, because, like, think of what Corey said, right? It's the quote I said earlier, that, like, they did the legwork with God of War to make the sequels easier.
They did, yeah, right.
Similar to Spider-Man, and presumably Horizon, if they're pumping out a sequel that can be on PS4. Like, if the bones are there and the bones work on a PS4, why not? You know, if it's gonna sell even more if you do it both ways, like that. Oh yeah, I don't know if I agree with Tim. I feel like that could be a cutoff, but I'm not gonna count it out anymore after today.
Yeah, no, definitely not. And like inherently, it being a Lost Legacy sized game for me isn't a bad thing. What now I see what they are talking about with Lost Legacy, of it being not that much of a next step, like it being a quote unquote half step. I think is more of the thing that
Yeah, and in a lot of cases, I think for a casual market, even...
Uh-oh. Hello? Uh-oh. Christian? Chat, can you guys hear me? Hello?
I can hear you, Kevin.
Christian?
I can hear you.
Are you back? Okay. You were saying something, Christian, and then you stopped. Was it me or was it you? I don't know.
I think it was everybody.
All of us could hear everybody, I thought.
Yeah.
I cannot hear anyone.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
well,
my thing stopped as well.
All right, well, now we're good. Proceed.
So, like I was saying, even the people that love even the casual crowd that makes the PS4 exclusives sell as wild as they do, I think, yes, the side stories will sell well because there's that brand attachment, but I do think there's another portion that's like, if it's a side story, I'll play it when the sequel comes out to get caught up. You know, I did that with Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is like my favorite series of all time. So like, I think there is that sort of hesitation there, Kevin. Not necessarily the fact that it's not a full game, just more of like I'll get to it when I get to it. You know, not to discredit what the game's doing or anything like that. It's just they're going out of their way to make it say this is not the sequel. So if it's not the sequel, if it's not the big screen system seller thing like that, it's like, okay, when I'm in a personal situation where I'm more inclined to play it, if I feel like it a year from now, that's when I'll do it, because there's no urgency. I think that's where people come from when they're down on the Lost Legacy comparisons, not to downplay how good the game could be.
Pain.
Honestly, yeah.
Bro, what the fuck? How do you lose somebody that quickly in 40 minutes to buy a console?
So, Arachne, did they like lose? Were you going into this probably buying one? Do you think?
Yeah, I was gonna buy one at launch. I was gonna like if they announced a pre-order thing, I was gonna pre-order as soon as I could. I entered the raffle thing.
Yes,
Yeah, I'll buy it like because I was going in for Miles Morales. It's like, yeah, this is a PS5 game. I'll buy it for Miles Morales. Like I love Spider-Man. And then it's like, oh, you don't have to, and you don't have to, and Demon Souls, you don't have to. Resident Evil Village, you don't have to. For Forbidden West, you don't have to. Like, it's like, what's the point? Like, what's the point? At the end of the day, it's like, why? Like the biggest, like, all of this stuff has been very strange. Like stuff that we like, it's unheard of. If they release God of War on PC, there's no point in me buying a console, ever. Because if they release something like God of War on PC, they're gonna release all of their other heavy hitters on PC too. So what's the point? Like, why would I even need to buy a console at that point?
Yeah. All this awkwardness reminds me of the Xbox One reveal.
Yeah.
I just saw that on Twitter too.
Oh, was that on Twitter? That
No,
it
yeah.
just like it's not maybe it's not as bad, you know, like but it's as confusing. Right? Like man, what a 180 from what they've been saying for the past I don't know, year or however long they've been talking about this. And I'm more confused now than I was before the showcase. Kind of. Like there's no need for a PS5 is basically what this whole conference told me. Which it did the exact opposite thing of what it tried to do.
Yeah. I think that's also a byproduct of what some people were saying at the initial first look at next-gen gameplay from Summer Games Fest and Microsoft earlier this summer of like, it doesn't look next-gen. Like, I think we're at that point where the upgrades, you don't see them, and they're about convenience, right? That's what the SSD was. That's what the Cerny talk was. So, like, if you're comfortable with how everything performs now, you're good for the next year. And
I saw this. It's not from a. This is not from a confirmed Twitter account, and it's also from an account called Xbox News. But someone was saying that Xbox is now the console with the most games confirmed to be next gen only. I'd have to look that up to like confirm that, but if that's true, that's really funny. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, I'm looking at the list. I thought some of those were cross-gen, but I'm not drenched in that community, so I don't know.
Same.
Like Avowed, I think is only next-gen. Fable, I think is only next-gen.
Yeah.
But I don't know about the rest.
Man, 2022 is gonna be great.
It just keeps getting pushed back.
Final Fantasy 16, gonna be great.
Yeah. Yep.
That honestly, that is for the biggest thing that made me the happiest today. Is that looks fantastic.
Yeah, FF16 looks really cool.
That feels so good to say too.
Yeah.
FF16.
Other than that, like Miles Morales was cool, but everything else was kind of like, yeah, cool. Like you could have, like this was fine. Like I didn't feel like I got excited for God of War, and I thought like moments throughout some of the trailers were pretty cool. But like at the end of the day, like it was okay. It was an event.
Kevin,
So,
sorry.
Oh yeah, no, you go.
I was gonna say, Kevin, do you think, or anybody, if you think this, like, the fact that some of these are PS4 as well, do you think that means they're coming out soon? Like, do you think that means Horizon is first half of next year, or do you think, like Kevin said, Horizon might be fall? Like, what do you guys think? If there's any, we could know nothing. It could just be a question we don't have an answer to. But what do you guys think?
Horizon came out in March of 2017.
I think it was February, but
it was February, yeah.
February.
Yeah.
I just remember getting it for my birthday. Like it was my 17th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So February 2017 to 2021. It's 4 years of development time with a lot of like assets and a lot of like you just fixing things up instead of building it from the ground up. If I had to put money on it, I would say for next year. Like,
I mean,
games. Oh, sorry.
No, you go for it.
All I was gonna say is like games within like a short time after a console release. Like if they are going to be cross-gen, like it has to be soon. Like if it releases in November and you release a cross-gen game in like April, May, or whatever, like that would make sense to me.
Yeah.
And if we're all expecting that if God of War hits 2021, that has to be late in the year.
Yeah.
So like to stagger the releases of their games, I can see Horizon will come out before that. And if God of War is in like November, let's say, then I can see Horizon being anywhere from April to July. They were playing around with July with Ghost of Tsushima, which sold very well in that month. So I can see it somewhere around there.
Yeah, because like I think that makes sense, but like I feel like April to May would qualify as launch window still, and they said launch window for Ratchet & Clank. They didn't say launch window. Like a lot of different titles for things.
Yeah, I mean, before this, I was thinking that Horizon would be the fall 2021, right? We have a new IP with Horizon. It sold great over the PS4 generation. It did very, very well critically and everything. And I think it's time to graduate. I mean, just thinking from my PlayStation's point of view, it's time to graduate that to like the gravitas of like a God of War release or like an Uncharted release. Like I really think that like Horizon overall, like its reception, I think it could have been positioned to be that big fall release. You know, that's like, hey, like maybe that also rolls into it being a console seller. I'm not sure if it has that much of a wide appeal to like even like the average consumer, but I think it would have been positioned like a really, really good, we'll say like September, October release or like something like that, you know. Now with PS4, it's yeah, I guess it's probably early, which yeah, Charlie.
Yeah. So.
Which probably like at latest, someone brought up Ghost as like a good example of like a July game selling. Then yeah, like probably like around there.
Yeah.
So maybe we see Ratchet at the Game Awards. Maybe we got a date then. That'd be nice. Keeley did Ratchet for Opening Night Live, so maybe an update then. But Kevin, I'll hit you with this again. Do you think we got any more news drops about games or releases or anything like that before PS5 hits, or do you think this is it?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know anything. I don't know. Like, do we get any announcements before PS5 releases?
I don't know if it'd be games, just maybe like release dates or new services. We didn't even see UI today. I thought that was going to be a given. Like,
I mean, they did say that we are getting a teardown and different stuff like that. Cool. So that's likely happening now. I mean, in October.
Oh, okay.
I guess. I mean, maybe later on next week, you know. But yeah, I mean, they still were very public about having a teardown for the PS5 and stuff like that. And maybe that teardown includes UI. I don't know.
That could be cool.
But
I don't know how.
But yeah.
Did Microsoft send them to Digital Foundry for a teardown? Like, did they say who they're giving it to, or is it going to be on the blog, or like, is it going to be a or something?
I don't know. I don't know who was doing it per se.
Okay.
But it was.
I just didn't know.
Yeah, because it was mentioned at the Road to PS5 Mark Cerny event, not the best PS5 podcast out, not that, but and I'm pretty sure they reiterated it recently as well, that there will be a teardown of the hardware, and maybe that'll include software as well of the PS5. But I don't know. I mean, definitely. I mean, all else, right? Like, yeah, I sound like kind of like disappointed, and like definitely to a degree I am, just solely because I didn't expect all these games to come to PS4, and like that's great for the consumer. That's obviously great, but I think now we have a question of, you know, I wasn't saying this, but like I know the overall like talk on Twitter was that, oh, you know, with Xbox's point of view, we'll have their games be held back because they have to develop for the lowest common denominator and then scale up. You know what I'm saying? And if you have that thought, you can't rule out that the same will happen on PlayStation side now for at least the first 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And like, at least, you know, we're saying first 2 years as of right now because that's just what they've positioned it as seemingly. And like, if you, and why I think like inevitably like this really won't be the biggest deal, and why I think it's more of a thing to talk about from an Xbox side versus the PlayStation side, is that first 2 years of like any console generation, it's more than likely you're pretty hardcore and like you care about how the game is running and how the game is formatted, and not just the games per se, right? That's wishy-washy. I'm sure you can poke many holes in that right now, but I think maybe that's their headspace at. Like, I think now it's like, you know, let's number one, of course, make the money out PS4 because those are still pumping. There's still 100 and whatever, you know, over like 110 million PS4s that are in the wild that are still active. Like I said before, like on Gamescast, I think it was, or Road to PS5, I don't know. There's over 38 million PS Plus users. There's over 2 million PlayStation Now users and different stuff like that. Even though PS Now, not here at all. And like, I would imagine if they were gonna do a game collection. No, I mean, I guess it's obviously more. I felt like that would have been a PS Now thing.
Yeah, doesn't Now do that kind of? Like, can't you go
Well,
on
yeah.
PlayStation Now and download most of those PS4 games that are getting added to Plus?
That's a great question. I know. So like, I know God of War has been, but like those big PS4 ones have been limited. So they've been like, hey, from now until whenever, you can download it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's the difference, but like, I think now it just seems like if they were gonna do something like that, I thought it would make sense to tie into PS Now more than PlayStation Plus in a way, you know. But another weird decision, for sure. But yeah, I think overall, like, I'm totally not unsold on a digital edition. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure when I get it, I'm gonna definitely enjoy the PS5 for sure. It's not like I'm gonna fucking hate to buy it or whatever. But it is a weird position that we're in right now, where they aren't doing what they said they were gonna do. These games are like, if now it's like, I don't. If you don't buy a PS5 day one, it's completely understandable. Now it makes perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Now it's like very abundantly clear that, like, you know, this is how they're moving. So, yeah, I mean, yep. Still fucking wild. Definitely still the most upsetting thing is the fucking Horizon. That, I don't know how to fucking even talk about that. Like, that is just so fucking wild to me.
When Omar threw that in the chat, I think we all were like,
no.
Yeah. That was literally one for one. That was the Xbox One's DRM. Like, to make a comparison, maybe it wasn't as like crazy, but everyone was like, no, they're not gonna do that. You're not gonna have to, like, you're ID is not going to be tied to like your physical games or whatever, you know, like I feel like it was along those lines where it's like, wow, I can't believe that they decided to do that.
From a reaction point, yeah, for sure.
From a reaction point, yeah. Not from like an actual like one for one. More of like a disbelief.
I think we've said everything we can say about our
Shoot, I forgot we were streaming, Loki. I forgot I forgot we were still streaming.
Yeah, we were all like Omar just said we were all about to ban him. Yeah, we were about to jump him for that heresy. But it's just like I think we all need some time to like process and definitely look out for the next Road to PS5 where we talk about something.
I mean, a lot of things are up in the air right now. A lot of things are still coming out, and I'm sure we'll get more as the hours go on, right? So like, definitely Road to PS5. I feel like this week is gonna be just a what the hell was said this week. You know what I'm saying? As a whole, right? And just this is fact. This is this was said. Now it's not true or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm positioning. And Nibel just tweeted, Demon Souls is not coming to PC. Closing slide was a mistake. How?
Whoa.
How?
Okay.
How the fuck is that even a fucking mistake? Someone's lying then.
I don't believe you. Maybe it's timed, but after
it's definitely
after the last
timed.
6 months, it's timed, dude.
It's definitely timed. It's definitely timed.
Honestly,
I feel like.
if that's
Following the original here, look.
launch trailer.
This is via Kotaku. Quote, following the original publication of this story, Sony has told Kotaku that the trailer claiming Demon Souls would be coming to PC and, quote, other consoles, unquote, was a mistake. The rep attributed the incorrect information to, quote, a human error, unquote. Demon Souls will be exclusive to the PlayStation 5, period. The previously embedded trailer has since been removed from PlayStation's YouTube channel, but here's a screenshot of its closing slide with the previously reported details.
Oh,
I don't know if I believe them.
Alexa, play Marvin's Room, please.
Yeah.
I genuinely, I don't cause Kevin, you we all saw.
I mean, like that's what we're saying is like this was rushed. Like this parts of this definitely felt rushed.
Like how did that slip? How did that slip for a launch trailer? Like if that is in a launch trailer, and technically, if you want to get super technical about it, be like it's only on PS5 consoles or whatever they said. Like, okay, maybe a month later it's out on PC. Like, I don't know. I really don't. Just if anything, today did not have excitement, and I think that's what I really needed.
Like PlayStation 5 pre-orders went live on Walmart. I'm trying to do it right now.
Right.
Actually,
you want to fill air?
Yeah.
Or do you want to sign off?
If y'all, I just need to focus real quick.
We'll give you like 10 minutes,
yeah.
Wait, they went live on Walmart? I just looked up the pre-orders. They're not up.
So what the hell was up with this raffle?
I don't know. I don't care. I'm trying to do it right now. I don't care.
Jesus Christ.
I looked up Walmart and the first thing it popped up is PS5. Hold on.
I'm getting some serious Ridge Racer PlayStation vibes right now.
Like,
I
this is
on Walmart. Where is it?
Nibel tweeted it.
Oh God, Nibel.
And like, this is another thing I'll add. Like, I think all four of us, qualify as hardcore PlayStation, right? I don't think there's any way to cut that a different way.
Yeah.
Like,
pain.
Yeah, I just feel burned right now. Like,
wait,
and this is coming. Go ahead.
No, I'm just checking Nibel's Twitter. I don't.
Okay. Like, I think not even just the past year, but like the past couple years, as an outsider, I think the moves Microsoft made have been interesting enough to the point where I was already like looking over the fence of like, not only but also maybe I grab one of these, and that's just been like in my head. I've always associated the past couple years with them being exciting and like making some really big moves, and yeah, today just being the mess it was just makes me like I'm gonna get one. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna get a PS5. That's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen when I can only play a game on the PS5.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can confirm I do have a PS5 pre-order confirmed.
Nice.
Where did you
Pretty
see
dope.
that?
Pretty dope.
Kevin, help your co-host.
I got you. Sorry, fuck, it was Wario. I'm sorry, it was Wario. I'm sorry. Wario. Arachnite, do you wanna DM?
Yeah, hit me up with that.
Okay.
Owen pre-ordered the disc PS5. Congratulations.
Who did?
Owen.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh. Oh wait.
Where
looks like
the
GameStop might have some too.
Yeah, they're saying it's in person. Arachnite, what is your ad? Why am I having trouble finding your ad?
It's just my name.
I'm typing in AR. I'm not getting any.
Other name.
Oh fuck! It's your real name.
I knew that.
God damn it.
Yeah, Chris knows that. And he doesn't even follow me back.
No, bro, you
what?
have
I'm
two
gonna fix
Twitters.
that.
Stop this.
Whoa.
You have two Twitters.
Christian.
I thought I did.
All right. I'm dropping your DMs right now.
Jack, what I said about grass being greener, I know you had an Xbox One this gen. Did this do anything for you?
I'm
I mean,
clicking.
like,
It's not letting me.
I
Wait, what?
100% agree with you that like Xbox is making way more interesting moves, and they have been because they are not the industry leader, right? Like they have to sort of like compete with what PlayStation was doing with the PS4 generation, and they just stopped listing their Xbox One sales numbers because they were like, yeah, obviously we're not
like the Switch
comparable
console at
right
this
now.
point.
Yeah, exactly. They're here to win this generation, and like you can clearly see that, like with the services they have.
Oh, guys, hold
with
on. Breaking.
The more powerful and the cheaper console.
We
like,
got breaking.
This is a joke. Breaking news.
Okay.
Godfall is officially coming to launch November 12th for the PlayStation
excellent.
5.
Oh,
and,
saved it.
Yeah,
They
I
saved
fucking
it.
nailed it. Fucking nailed it, guys.
A real Breath of the Wild situation.
Fuck
right now.
yeah, y'all.
Oh yeah, the pre-orders are down at Walmart and GameStop.
Because
I got mine in, so hopefully mine still stands, but we'll see.
I know I just said for the last like 2 hours, like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy it at launch, but I still wanted to try.
Yeah, Jack, the only thing I'll add there, I think, like, it's really a lot of factors this time, I think 300, for me, as a diehard PlayStation fan, I think 300 I can swallow for interesting ideas, where I'm not ready to throw 400 at games I can play already right now, I think. Plus a huge back catalog of, like, 360 and Xbox One games that I've never touched, so, like, that's where my head's at.
Oh, shit. Damn it. They canceled my pre-order.
No.
Damn it. Shit. Fuck. They canceled it. Fuck me.
Change the title of the stream. Now it's just like speed run to get a PS5 pre-order.
Damn it.
So those must have gone live.
Yeah, they probably gone live before.
Sucks.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It's all good though. It's all good, guys. We're still on the road to secure it. Oh man. Well,
Christian said if he gets one, I'll send it to you. If I get one of those codes or whatever, I'll also send mine over.
I bet.
No way
GG.
can I pre-order.
If we both get one, there you go. Both the co-hosts got a
perfect
PS5 pre-order.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go.
That's great. That means I'll be able to keep it on my desk, not do anything with it.
Maybe play Demon Souls for a month before you can buy it on PC.
Make sure you dust it.
I haven't dusted my PS4 in so long.
Yeah, mine is.
Yeah, I gotta clean mine. Ooh, it's gonna feel nice to download Miles Morales on my PS4 with that nice spider over it.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I really wish I bought that Spider-Man PS4.
Never could let go of that thing.
Yeah, I can't sell that thing.
Yeah.
I want
that's gonna be a really great decoration in like.
Oh, could
5+
you?
years.
Could you imagine? I know some people were thinking about selling their PS4s early to like upgrade because of backwards compatibility.
Oof.
I don't think they did, but man, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, dude.
Well, if anybody's gonna sell their Spider-Man PS4, I'll buy it. Oh, somebody's selling one on OfferUp.
All right.
I never got the PS4 Pro, so like, I'm excited for the PS5 just because like, it's a new console for me that is 7 years newer, but still not sold yet.
What a strange conference. Just
It was.
It's cool that we're gonna be playing Black Ops Cold War this weekend.
Oh
That's
yeah,
neat.
no, yeah, I'll definitely be.
That is.
I'll
that
check it
is-
out.
Yeah, that's very, very neat. And it didn't seem like you had to pre-order or anything. Like it seemed like it just, hey, you can start downloading it tomorrow. That is dope. You know, definitely.
Yeah, I owe it to my Black Ops 1 loving self to at least try the multiplayer. So
I want it for zombies.
Did they say how long that's running? Is it just the weekend?
Yeah, I believe so. It was like
Okay,
18th, 20th or something.
Cool.
Starts
Cool,
this Friday, so but we can preload it tomorrow. So that's what I'm gonna do.
That's nice.
I found a Spider-Man console for $275. Should I cop that?
All right. Is there any last thoughts about this conference? We've been going for a little bit. Crazy for a 40-minute conference. This is a 3.5-hour stream. Wild.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
But no, I mean, you know, this is definitely all part of it. But yeah, if there's any last things you guys want to let off your chest, feel free.
Put Demon Souls on PC, you cowards.
Yeah, I firmly don't believe that was a mistake. I don't believe that.
Yeah, how big that was written underneath.
There's no way.
You don't mess that up and get that accidentally, like somebody misses that. Like
there's no way. Yeah, that's definitely just telling it's a timed exclusive.
Yeah, that version of the trailer was supposed to go up in November, not in September. That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
I feel like I've said everything. That
yeah.
Obviously, Kevin and I are gonna have more in-depth thoughts on Game Pass. Probably go a little bit deeper into the Gamescast about the comparisons, sort of where we're feeling about excitement, more casual talk about it. But yeah.
Yeah. Final thoughts for me. Like I am way more disappointed than I would have imagined. Like they gave me no purpose to buy a PS5 anytime soon. I probably will, like, maybe in time for my birthday in March. But, like, even then, like, I don't feel like I really even need to do that, right? So, what day? What day you got?
2nd.
Oh, March 4th, dude.
Yeah, let's go.
That's pretty cool. But, yeah, honestly, like, maybe I'll get it then. And if I don't, I won't feel too bad about it, to be completely honest with you. I'm happy that I don't have to worry about the sort of scramble to get next gen consoles this fall, because regardless of what happened here, like they're gonna sell out regardless.
Oh yeah.
And that I think a lot of that does play into like the amount they have, but even still, like they're gonna be flying off the shelves. Just not me. Just not for me.
Apparently they're back up at Walmart. What the fuck? I guess we're gonna try it again. Fuck it. Let's see. They'll take my money this time. Arachnid, do you have any closing thoughts?
Make a Spider-Man PS5 and I'll buy one at launch.
Dude, yeah, honestly, if I can hold out, maybe I just do that. Because
Yeah.
I don't want to buy 2 PS5s. I would love to have a Spider-Man PS5 right next to that Spider-Man PS4.
I also might cop the Spider-Man PS4. I'm gonna be real. No thoughts. Put Demon Souls on PC, cowards. Put every game on PC. Let me save $500. What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, overall, we've seen a definite change in strategy, in tone with all these games. And it's something that is definitely matching Xbox, which is not what they initially said they were going to do, you know, overall. So, but overall, from a monetary standpoint, it definitely makes sense that, you know, let's not leave these PS4s out to dry this time. But it is definitely a weird move for sure. Yeah. So it's weird, but now my bank is stopping my card. No, bank. I need bank. Come on, buddy. No, come on, buddy. No, don't.
I need you.
I probably need to call you very soon. But yeah, so that has been. So yeah, I mean, overall, I'm definitely still getting a PS5 day one. I still believe that the games that they shown here, overall, really, really good showing of games and everything. And even though there were things that I feel like that didn't need to be here, like now it's saying out of stock. Fuck me. There were definitely like a lot of things that didn't need to be there. Like Fortnite, I thought was definitely not needed and stuff like that. But yeah, overall, I mean, I'm so excited for PS5 Digital Edition. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm primarily a console gamer, so getting the best experience overall from that standpoint in the games I play is something that I'm definitely looking forward to. But yeah, definitely they have shown that, you know, for sure, a PlayStation 5 is definitely not needed until like 2022 from like the average person. Yeah. So that is that. We'll have more, of course, in-depth thoughts on Road to PlayStation 5 this weekend. Definitely be on the lookout for that. And yeah, I mean, I'll let the co-hosts do their outro. I'll start with Christian Buckley. How are you doing, good sir?
I'm doing all right, Kevin. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch at Chris N. Buckley. Co-host multiple shows with Jack. We got a Gamescast show with Kevin. Like I said, Gamescast goes up on Friday. We're probably going to be talking a little more about the in the weeds comparisons, what we're feeling about next gen. And yeah, that's everything. YouTube.com/joyclicks for all those shows and podcasts and group streams.
Jack.
Sure. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at FascinatedJack. Like what Christian was saying, we got a few podcasts. We have My First Mon. If you like Pokemon, that's a show for you. And we also have Excelsior. If you like Marvel's Avengers on PS4 or Xbox, that's also the show for you. That's over on JoyClicks.
The world's #1 Marvel's Avengers podcast.
Yes, the world's #1 Marvel's Avengers podcast.
And Arachnite.
I'm on Twitter at Orly_Macias. I'm on Twitch, twitch.tv/thearachnite. And I'm on the Discord, the PlayStation Source Discord, which you can find in the description below. Other than that, that's all I got. And I'm here flipping a coin whether or not I should buy a third PS4 for the Spider-Man.
Beautiful, beautiful. And of course, you've been watching PlayStation Source. Down below, you have links to our Twitter, our Discord, as well as an anchor link. That way you can listen to Road to PS5, our weekly PS5 podcast dedicated to any and all things PS5. We will, of course, be breaking down everything that was shown today and any other clarifications that get made throughout the week. Road to PS5 this Sunday. Of course, Gamescast as well. We will talk about that at JoyClicks tomorrow. And yeah, like and subscribe, all the good stuff. Become a member if you deem so worthy. Just like the homies Caleb Kaiser, Arachnite, Owen, and one more homie that I forgot, but you know who you are. I forgot off the top of my head, but you know who you are, good sir. And Christian has a face, but do you want to say that before we end?
Sure. It's just a hypothetical. Somebody replied to Tim and they said, for God of War Ragnarok, what if you play as Thor with the axe mechanics, but from Mjolnir, and it leads up to the ending of, like, the secret ending of God of War 2018?
Because it did say a few years later.
Yeah. So, like, what if we fill the gap and we play as Thor?
Oof.
That's just
I'd be in.
That's just like
I would be in.
Oof. And yeah, that's all we got, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching. And as always, greatness awaits.